Welcome to the Red Cup. Once again, we got my main man, Amity Tucker, in the building tonight. In the basement, my man JB, Charlie Moore as usual. We're going to sit and talk about some old school basketball, Tuck, and some, just growing up in the D.C. Maryland area, you know what I'm saying? Like, what started you to, we got you in your path, man, to get how good you were, man.
Well, I've always loved basketball, so I always played when I was young. So, but I started off just playing boys club. So I just played whatever sport, whatever season, basketball, football. My first love was football.
Right.
I wanted to be a wide receiver. I wanted to be Carmichael from the Eagles. 6'7".
Tall ass
I want to be 6'8". I want to be a tall wide receiver.
No bullshit.
But my father took me to the side and said, "Look, son, now you're gonna be tall. Everybody gonna start going at your knees. You know, your body gonna be built for basketball. So like play basketball." So I started playing basketball, and I loved it. I just love playing basketball. So stuck with it, kept going. Boys club. I grew up in Maryland. I grew up in Cheverly. Played Cheverly Boys Club.
Fairmont Heights.
Yeah, I went to Fairmont Heights. I went to Fairmont Heights in the 9th grade. Played JV and varsity. So yeah, that's how I got started. My father took me around basketball players. My father always kept me around tall people because he didn't want me to think that being tall was something wrong. He wanted me to embrace being tall. My father was like 6'5", so and he had a friend that was taller than him, that was 6'8". So like I never felt strange or out of ordinary for being 6'8", or being tall at the time. So.
I guess the question I would ask is the skill set. So being tall, typically, back in those days, you being on the post and just, I guess, posting up and being a big man. What, I guess, did you do in terms of having your skill set? Because, compared to how the game is played today, it's probably safe to say you might have been a little bit, maybe 20 years before your time. Because guys play the way you play now every day. You were kind of like an anomaly, but you talking playing boys club and all that. How'd you get your skill set?
Well, all right. When I was a kid, I grew up in my house as the only kid in the house. So, I had a lot of time by myself and, short attention span. So I had a favorite player every month. And what I would do that month, whoever my favorite player was, I would try to play like him. I would emulate him.
Oh, wow.
So Magic was my favorite player for 2-3 months. Then Larry Bird was my favorite player for 2 or 3 months. Okay. And I would play like them. And so that's how then the other thing is when I lived in, when I went to Tech, there was a guy in the neighborhood, I can't remember his name, and I don't even know if he's alive, but if he is, I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. But I used to play on Edgewood Playgrounds, work out by myself. And he told me, anything you can do with your right hand, you should be able to do with your left hand. And I was like, I can shoot layups with my left hand. I'm all right. He's like, nah. If you can shoot a 3-pointer with your right hand, you should be able to shoot a 3-pointer with your left hand.
That's tough.
Or you ain't a basketball. Then he told me, then he looked at me and said, or you ain't a basketball player. And I said, oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No bullshit.
So, and like some people might look at it like he was the drunk of the neighborhood. Some people might have looked at it and looked down at it, but I looked at him and was like, I said, fuck you, I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing with my left hand. So I started working on my left hand, and that's really what helped me. Being able to do a lot of stuff with both hands.
Right.
So.
What's up, man?
Talk about some Georgetown days, Tuck. What made you go to Georgetown?
Well,
Syracuse.
Well,
Get to the point.
Well, I wanted to go to in the motherfucking beginning.
The Big East.
In the beginning, and everybody know when we was young, the Big East was the shit. Everybody wanted to be in the Big East. In this, in D.C., it was about the Big East. It wasn't about ACC. It was about the Big East.
Right.
So, and Georgetown was king. Yeah. And so everybody at Tech knew that Georgetown had offered me. So every day at school, it was, you going to Georgetown? My teachers, my friends,
Yeah, I've been
walking
there.
the street, every day, all day, So, and that's not to say I didn't want to go to Georgetown. I did, but it was a lot of pressure to go to Georgetown. Charlie, you've been there. Me and you in the same, me and you in the exact same path. Exact same path, so you know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We the exact same path, so so you felt the pressure, like, it's like Georgetown is, and Georgetown was the shit when we was the kids, man. Everybody wore the hats, everybody do a thing, and then Coach Thompson put in the paper that Dennis had signed with Georgia Tech, so Dennis was off the table. So Coach Thompson put in the paper that he wasn't really recruiting Dennis. Right. He really wanted me.
Yeah, we was talking about that.
And
we just talking about that.
The pressure intensified after that. And then
both of y'all McDonald's All-Americans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy too.
Yeah. Dennis
top 10.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good times, man. That's what, 87?
Man, that's
yeah.
Y'all had some, look, 87,
off
man.
the chain back
look,
then.
Y'all had some.
Like those are names.
Slim, give me some names. 87.
Those are names.
Marcus
bro,
Liberty, give me some names.
All right, the top play. All right, the top players were the Dennis Ply was like the top 3 in the class. Top 3 players in my class were Marcus Liberty.
That's 87, right?
87. Yeah. Marcus Liberty, Larry Johnson, and Scott. Wow. Those 3 top players, all great NBA players. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dennis played before his time. Dennis played now. Dennis averaged 30 points a game. The way he shoot, his size. You know what I'm saying? Dennis was for his time. If he was here now, that's 30 a game. No way, Dennis gave me 36 at Georgia Tech. Yo. Hey, look, and I call myself a. Look at Charlie. He gave me motherfucking 36.
Hey,
look, all right, here's what my assignment. Here's what my assignment for. Here's what Coach Odom told me. Yo. Here's what Coach Odom told me. Wait for him at the 3-point line. I'm waiting for Dennis at the college 3-point line.
He ain't the way they did.
He's shooting at the 2 steps off the NBA.
Right.
36 points later. Look, every time he hit, I let it go.
You should have known that, though, Chuck.
Oh, first of all, I'm going to do what the fuck you tell me, nigga. You tell me waiting for his ass at the line. Right. Wait for his ass at the line. Because but look, in my first year, I wasn't doing what you told me, and you told me it was costing us games.
Right.
So I wanted to prove a point. I'm going to wait for his ass at the line. 36 points later, and the ass whooping later. I told you, motherfucker. I'm waiting at the line. This motherfucker shooting 3 steps off the line, looking at me tough.
Like, you know
like,
better.
This the first time you seen me? And I'm like, thinking, I know that.
You doing the coach.
I'm doing what he told me to.
Hey, Bomb, man, when I transferred, right, I went down there on my visit, so I ain't have, a lot of stuff. So on the visit, we got everybody, meet everybody. They was like, Tuck gonna pick you up later. So Tuck hooked up with Randolph. We dropped Randolph off. Tuck got me all through the city, man. Introduced me to everybody, man. We had a ball, man. And I just stayed down there, man. But Tuck had some tough matchups, man.
At ACC.
Goodness gracious. I remember he said, man, I got Googs tonight, man.
Damn. Man,
Googly eye.
Oh, I seen that on the freshman level.
Goodness
Them
gracious,
niggas
man.
Yeah,
They was going at it, Joe. That was like, damn, this motherfucker like that, man.
Like, first of all,
man.
them times at Wake Forest, champ. I took Charlie out, had him a ball. You got him, didn't we?
Signed him down the line.
I said, yo, what you
Down
want?
Wool.
Yeah.
Look. On down Wool.
Pulled him up what you need, champ. Look, I done got some visit money for you.
The bag.
What you
They talking about the bag. Hey, Danny Manning, you might be in trouble, baby. Man, that shit don't matter.
You was a clipper at that time, champ. You all right. You gonna be good. Keep it up.
We sorry, Danny.
We need some W's, though, Joe. We need some W's. Come on, we just want to get to the tournament right now.
He's got a nice extension, too. Last week.
We just trying to get to the tournament right now.
Hey, real quick though, man. Rewind before we go to the ACC. So you at Georgetown. So how was that? I guess one year. Like how was that? How was that
Why the
experience?
fuck you
Yeah.
go there?
Why did you
Go
go
to Syracuse.
and not Syracuse?
All right. I wanted to when I visited Syracuse, I wanted to sign with Syracuse. I was only 17.
Bayon was coming to see you up Tech when you was.
Yeah, that was my first visit.
Yeah.
First visit was to go to Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
And in the office, I was like, all right. Where the papers?
Yeah.
Put it down. He put the papers down. But I was only 17.
Right.
I couldn't sign without my father's permission.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah. Elwood was like, oh, champ. Oh. Let's see what's out there. You know, like, let's see the world, champ. Don't rush into it. It's your first visit. He was right. I needed to see.
Absolutely.
I needed to see the other places. But I was too young to sign. So I couldn't. If I was 18, I would have signed on the dotted line right there. Yeah, I would have signed. Like,
Bayon was up that motherfucker every fucking single time he got.
Was that snow a factor?
The snow was definitely a factor. What
snow here.
Come on.
Yeah, it's snow here.
Oh.
It's snow here.
Yeah.
No, it's a different type snow.
It's different.
What's different?
Like 10 feet type.
What's different?
Man.
The bag.
The bag is completely different, Shane.
Okay.
It's the difference between Daisy Duke back in the day and with Dukes of Hazzard. We all remember just a good old boy. We all remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Daisy Dukes of the day.
Yeah, with Roscoe Pico train.
Yeah, it's like, the Daisy Dukes of the day completely different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Beyonce now.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about the one with the real Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
Beyonce's superstar singer. Yeah. I'm talking about them video models with the bone.
Yeah.
You know, that's the difference, though. Like it's just different.
All right. So did you visit anywhere else besides Georgetown, Syracuse?
Maryland. I grew up a Maryland fan. I grew up in Landover. I grew up maybe 20 minutes from Lynn Byers. I was a huge Lynn Byers fan. I had Lynn Byers post on my wall growing up. You know,
How many years were you at Fairmont Heights?
1.
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah, I played JV and varsity at Fairmont Heights my 9th grade year.
Okay.
Coach Wade.
I remember you and Keith Jackson. Y'all was.
I didn't go with Keith a year behind me. I didn't go to school with Keith. We played together at Tech. 6'5" 2 guard.
Cooking.
Could shoot, could flat out shoot. Keith came up, when I was a senior, Keith came off the bench. He should have started, but he came off the bench. And that's what I mean about in a high talent at the time.
Right.
6'5" 2 guard. That played 6'5" 2 guard in college and played and started. Could play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No bullshit.
How deep was the league? Yo? It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Shit is ridiculous.
So back to these Googs matchups, man. How was that? The ACC was kind of vicious back then.
Yeah,
On
the
a
ACC
nightly basis.
It was like Coach Odom.
Yeah.
Like me and Coach Odom did get like, all right, one game. My first couple years away, I didn't play a whole lot of defense, but I could, but I just didn't. You know, I went to Georgetown, so of course I knew how to play defense. So he would just point out a lot of my mistakes in the. Remember our little videos. Remember the video sessions?
Video sessions.
Yeah,
tough.
like the night before the game or after the game, you sit there and watch. He would show the video session. So what he did one time was, he told me, man, you can play D, you just don't fucking want to play D. And he showed the team. He said, watch what Tucker does. I wasn't paying attention. I got so lost checking the ball, I lost who my man was. I wasn't paying attention. So what happened was I followed the ball every time. I got back in front of the man on 3 passes. So the pass went from the baseline to the wing. I followed the ball, got back in front of him, stopped him from driving. He passed it, and he showed the tape, and he's like, "You can play defense, you just don't want to." You know what I'm saying? And that put me in a defense. He changed my mentality on basketball. I realized that I could stop people.
Yeah.
I really could stop it if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I would rather score 20 like everybody else. But he did make me, and that's why I got in the NBA, because of my defense. I was a defensive player in the NBA.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that journey from you coming out of Wake
Well,
Forest.
before that, just real quick, how'd you get to Wake Forest? Because you visit anywhere else on your second go around?
I visited James Madison with Steve Hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve Hood to help me take me on the visit. Because I was
Was
supposed to
William that year?
No, William wasn't there yet. Me and William got in a fight in high school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who won the fight?
I ain't gonna commit to losing. I ain't gonna say I lost.
William Davis, you about 0-10, man.
No, man.
Now I'm fucking with you, William.
No,
That's my man.
I stole the ball. I went up for a dunk. And
That's my
William pushed me.
motherfucking man.
William pushed me, and me and him got into a tussle. It wasn't a real fight. You know, it was a basketball fight.
Right.
We grabbed each other, rolling around on the ground. It wasn't nothing big.
No
So,
blue.
It wasn't like we was up here jabbing each other. You know, he pushed me, threw me in the stands. I got jumped up and grabbed him. The funniest thing about that was Marlon was recruiting me, and Bob Wade was the coach. And while we was fighting, Bob Wade got out the stands and tried to help me fight. Like he was trying to get William up off me. Like he wasn't hitting William, but he was trying to get.
Shit, Bob Wade wanted you to sign that motherfucker. Hey, shout out to Bob Wade.
Shout out to Bob. Bob. I knew you was getting fired, yo. So if you
We all knew that, Bob.
get fired.
That's my man.
Like I was really thinking about Maryland.
Oh, you supposed to go to Maryland too, man.
Yeah, I knew Bob was getting
We all knew Bob wasn't gonna last
Yeah, I
long.
committed to Maryland.
I committed to Maryland.
Hey, see
committed to
Maryland,
Maryland.
national championship right here. Y'all fired.
Mike Tate committed to Maryland.
Yeah. We would have all been that joint.
Mike Tate stopped ducking the show, nigga.
Yeah, tell him to stop ducking the show, man. He's ducking that work. He's ducking that work.
Get in where you fit in.
Don't duck the work, man.
So we got two guys, man. Georgetown and Wake Forest. That's crazy.
That is,
Yeah. I
That's
got.
uncanny, man.
And I'm gonna hit my man with. I'm just give him a little. Throw a couple names at you. Couple clubs. Couple. Whatever, you know, down. What's the sell? Sassies.
I was a vivacious young man at the time. I was exploring life, excavating my channels, my ups and downs, learning who I was as a person. Part of my adventure was alcohol
Man.
and clubs
Oh, man.
and women.
What was that club name?
Sassy.
Huh?
What was the club name?
You know what it was named was.
Oh, yes.
I took you there on your visit.
Yes.
Sassy. You remember Sassy?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. We knew the bartenders. We knew everybody.
And we walk right in.
Walk right in. Look, wasn't no doubt. Wasn't no doubt. We walked right in, right to the bartender.
Oh, he with Tuck. He with Tuck. That's what they say. He with Tuck.
And everything cool.
Oh, everything cool. He running that joint. They got
Hey, I'm
a
a
table ready and everything.
I know people don't see me a lot, but I am a people person. You know, you gotta get along.
Hey,
You gotta
funny
get along.
motherfucker.
You gotta get along. You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
get along.
Yes, he is a funny motherfucker. No bullshit. One of your back in the day, man. What I think, you know what I'm saying, that was a big part of your life was Coach Mo.
Exactly, Coach Mo. The thing about Coach Mo was, Coach Mo like didn't pamper you.
Right.
Like it wasn't like, oh, Coach Tucker, you all American.
Yeah.
He always challenged.
Yeah.
You know, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate him and all the things he did for me. You know, because back in those days, as you know, you could go a lot of ways.
Right.
Like you could go get that money. You could play basketball. It's a lot, or you could get on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that could happen. And Coach Mo and Coach Perry, took me under their
Coach
wing.
Perry, my man. Yeah, that's my man.
And kept me busy, Like I came from Fremont Heights. In ninth grade, I went to Fremont Heights.
Mm-hmm.
So I went from living in the suburbs to moving into the city at the head when the crack era hit. You know, I went from having to be in the house at 8 o'clock to having to be in the house before the sun came.
Sun came up. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All in like 2 days. And then you got thrown in the city. I got thrown in the city, so I got lucky on a lot of instances. God was looking out for me because I did a lot of shit. Devon Hines.
Vaughn, my motherfucking man. Vaughn.
We did a lot of shit
That
that
motherfucking house, it was at 4th Street?
4th Street.
Yeah.
We did a lot of shit in that house, Vaughn, that we could have not been here, or been locked up or whatever. So, God was looking after me, and it was just different. It was busier, faster. You know, you went from Andy Griffin to the city.
To San Francisco.
And then like the city sped up. Not just that, we all did because the city sped up when the crack era hit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you went from seeing Miss Sue on the corner to Miss Sue on the corner. You know, so it was a big difference for us. You know, our generation saw that. Like, we saw that as teenagers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We saw, like, the guy you respected at 8 was a crackhead when we were 16.
Yeah.
You know, we saw.
Good motherfucker.
We saw my man mother, who we thought was fine, at 13, at 16, asking to suck your dick.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I suck your dick for $5.
That's crazy.
Like, that's real. When you watch Friday and you see that bring back memory. That's real. Yo.
So did you get the head though?
Come on, I didn't get your head.
Hey, he's terrible.
Look, that's the Magic Johnson era.
Or the womb.
That's the Magic Johnson era, nigga. We was all scared.
No, that was crazy.
We was all scared in the Magic Johnson. Look, Magic Johnson, he's doing like, oh shit, her without a rubber. Oh, fuck this. And I know she fucked him. And that nigga don't fuck her.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we all went through that with Magic, and now it's like, oh shit.
Nah, I was a virgin back then.
Nigga, I know your girlfriend.
They talking about the womb.
I know your girlfriend. You wasn't no virgin.
Man, go back to that Big East ACC challenge, man.
It wasn't a challenge.
Do you
First of all, I knew you was gonna bring that up.
I just want to know, do he remember the Big East ACC challenge? I know you do your homework.
The only game I remember was
Mike Graham. Mike Graham, they talking about that womb. You missed that flight, baby. You missed that flight, Mike. Hey, Mike, I know you let you miss that flight that time, baby.
I remember the Seton Hall game. That's all.
See, that's terrible.
Like,
man.
see, I remember my sophomore year, the Seton Hall game.
We talking about your junior
Yeah, the one thing I remember about that game.
No, junior year. We talking about your junior year.
I don't remember that year. I don't remember that year.
In the Dean Dome.
We'll talk about that later. One thing I do remember is, y'all remember CNN Player Today?
Yeah.
That day I dunked on Terry the Head and got CNN Player Today. That's what I remember about the I don't remember Philadelphia beat my senior year.
You remember that?
I don't remember.
Yes,
I don't even know who was on that team. Man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember that
team.
game. Huh?
He's on that team.
Who is that? I don't even remember him, yo. They drug us that game.
Hey, turned the hair. I fried your gunning ass.
We let the ACC down that game, man.
I fried turned the hair.
I hate losing to anybody that was from home.
Right.
And Grant, I love you. That was part of it, yo. There's only 2 games on YouTube. And Grant, your career is way greater than mine. I'm a little smooth. But I still had them 2 games on YouTube. Love you, baby. 31-24. I love you. Y'all never won at the time. Y'all won the national championship both of them years. But it is what it is. Thank you. Love you, baby.
Isn't that crazy, though? Like,
That was a great film, wasn't it?
2 out of your 4 years, they won it.
Coach said, y'all go. That's the only game he let us go. Charlie,
Yeah, man. Yeah, every time we come to, hey, man, what you doing? Man, I'm going to class. All right, after class, come see me.
I got a question.
With the Duke shit?
Yeah. Look, all right. Here's the thing with Duke. Duke don't let you run your shit.
Nah, you got to go,
So
Joe.
you need one-on-one players for Duke, or you don't have a chance. You
got
need
the
pair of players that
Joe.
can improvise.
You got the book.
So
You got the
all right.
So what you mean they don't let you win your shit? Is that
Man, I'm
No, what they
4-1
do is
against
they
some
No,
of
I
them.
don't get what you're saying.
They deny you the ball,
Nah,
so what you end up doing
fucking
is
scout you
offense
so
up.
you end up catching the ball a little further out.
Further off in your offense.
Instead of catching the ball at the 3-point line,
Extend it, yeah.
you catching the ball
Gotcha.
way out.
Gotcha.
You know what
So
they
you
want?
can't run
They wanna
normally what
play
you did,
that
so-
setup. When they spread out, they running. They got all these motherfuckers from everywhere. They got all that talent. They try and exploit that shit. Get out and run. So they want to see what you want to do. So
Right.
they deny. UNLV was the same way. When they had their mob.
Yeah.
They don't let you get in your offense.
But y'all was high octane, man. Like, how much did y'all average? When y'all in the 80s, like...
No, we was too busy running Virginia plays.
Yeah.
Oh, Stokes.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
they
tough
voted.
left I played with Ronnie Rogers. Bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was like that.
All right, yeah.
Good God.
Because he was a freshman that year when we played y'all.
Yeah.
Man,
He was the
it
truth.
was terrible.
As a freshman. Left-handed.
Physical freak, man.
Oh,
Y'all had all
man.
hybrids. That's what I remember. Like everybody was interchangeable.
Man, he was a Herschel
You know what I'm
Walker of
saying?
basketball.
Chris King.
Rodney Roddy?
Yeah.
I'm with it.
He's a Herschel Walker of basketball.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson.
He was a football player,
He ain't
yo.
gonna lift no weights.
He was like
He had never lifted weights before he went to Wake Forest.
right.
He
He
was
was
doing
too
other
late.
shit until he seen that monster mash.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
man, that was.
It was a whole
That wasn't his
other
fault,
other
man.
shit.
Mash was
That
different.
wasn't his fault.
It was a
Mash was his size.
Yeah, mash
With no better skin.
And that's the worst locker room scene I've ever been in my life.
Like I guarantee you, when Jamal Mashburn
They
visited Wake
whipped. They was
Forest,
whipping ass. That was
Did
the
they?
worst
look,
locker room scene in my
Wow.
life, Joe. When we was down in Kentucky on the points at halftime. Niggas was ready to kill themselves, man. It was like, man, calm down. We alright. We gotta make it respectable.
Yeah, that
it was crazy
There's
out
no
there.
way.
You
Nah.
said, so you hosted
Mashburn had fucking
Say it again?
26.
you hosted
28.
Mashburn visit?
so hey Mo, Charlie Mo, when Mashburn came to visit Wake Forest his senior year, so you know Wainwright pumped me up. We gotta have him. You can't leave him. All night. Stay with him. I don't know what that means, yo. Like, well, I don't understand. He's like, all night. Can't leave, Charlie. He go to sleep, you go to sleep. So I take off. We go see Jodeci. Jodeci.
They go see Sassy.
We go see
We take
Jodeci.
the
Shirts
Sassy.
taking off and all that. You know how Jodeci is. They take their shit off all the time. So we go see Jodeci.
No blue.
We go back to the hotel.
No blue.
I go in the room with him, nigga.
No blue.
I sleep on the floor.
No blue. No blue.
You know why? Because Coach Wainwright told me don't leave that nigga.
Don't leave that.
I didn't leave that nigga. And that's probably why he didn't even to consider Wake Forest. Hey, I
Niggas
was,
in the way. Did y'all have any bras? Was any bras in there?
he told me don't leave him, Curt.
I'm just saying,
He told me don't
was any females in the room for him not sign it? If he just go in that motherfucker and be
I
like,
know on my visit.
man,
we had
Chuck
some bras
was
that
on the
said-
floor. Motherfucker, bitch Kentucky, you got pussy every motherfucker. Man, Chuck on the floor and wait for us, or I'm gonna take this. Man, I'm going to Kentucky. What that's a no fucking break. At least you could have been on the floor and some chicks could have been in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But you
I never even thought about it like that.
Play Twister or
I'm
something.
sorry, Jamal. Maybe you wanted some pussy. I didn't know. My fault, man. I just stayed with you because Coach Wainwright told me.
Who don't want no woman on their visit?
I think I had busted that earlier that day. So I wasn't thoughtful.
It was good.
I wasn't thoughtful.
I'm glad y'all treated
I
me
made
better
sure I
than
was
that.
alright. I made sure he was
Oh,
alright.
y'all niggas crazy.
I'm happy y'all treated me better than that.
Charlie Mo.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. It was terrible.
That's
I'm sorry, man. I never even thought about it like that, man. My fault, yo. I just did what Coach Wainwright told me. Look, I really didn't want to go on a visit. I knew I wasn't gonna do good.
Tell me this, man. What's one of the best point guards you ever played with?
Oh, that's the best point guard I ever played with, man.
Who's that?
That one right there to my left.
But they say I'm not a point guard though, Chuck. That's what he say.
Hey, all I'll say is
I always said you was a
Look,
point
I'll
guard.
say
You
this-
the one
I'll
that
say
said
this
you
right
ain't
now.
a point guard.
I respect
I'll say
you
this
said
right
I'm not a
now.
pure
I'll
point
say
guard.
this right
I'm gonna
now.
get this man to rock.
I'll say
any
this. I'll say this
motherfucker.
right now. Don't you wish you was playing now? Pick and roll all fucking day
That
point
shit
guard.
crazy, crazy.
Oh, don't you like you?
Yeah.
Like, don't you say, man? I was born like 20 years too early, 30 years too early.
No bullshit.
How many
The
points?
The game was so
All right,
simple.
when we went in the lane, we was playing. We went in the lane. We had to navigate through 5 or 6 people.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you go in the lane,
It's just you.
it's just you, the man who checking you,
Yep.
the center, and your man. So now your choice is: do I finish or do I just throw it up to this dude who
Right.
can throw the dunk?
Finish or get a bucket. Finish or make a play.
I mean, like 30.
Yeah, that would have been easy.
I'm talking about you.
I'm saying,
Like,
yeah,
30,
easy.
30, 12.
On the pick and roll.
And
fade
look,
out,
we
you
never
fade
got
out,
pick and
you
fucking
get
rolls, yo. Now you get a pick and roll. And look, and now you got 6'9", 6'10" switch out on you.
They done.
30, 12,
They
15,
done. They
whatever
done.
level. Don't make a difference.
They done.
So y'all was in Bullets camp together, right?
Yeah,
Roommates.
that's my
Roommates.
That's what I'm trying to tell people.
Roommates.
I was in this month. They had Don McClain and Googs, right? Google out. This nigga was in that joint, strapping them niggas up. I'm just scoring that wheel. But was so smooth with everything he did, though. He ain't had to work hard. I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm in that motherfucker like icing knees and shit. I'm like, this nigga just let's do some eat, man. We good. You know what I'm saying? Next day, we chew a day. This nigga was cooking. I mean, cooking to a point where it wasn't surprising to me because I knew who Andy Tucker was. You know what I'm saying? But to other people, it made it surprising because, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people heard of Tucker in a while. You know, it's what he really can do. I seen this motherfucker back in the Mr. Kitchens days, man. Him, John Turner, James Felix, Mike Sumner.
I remember them teams.
Them days right there, Joe Wiley.
That's where I. That's
Man, that shit was crazy, Joe. I was young, just watching them niggas, and just from Coach Mo coming to pick me up from Kelly Miller, and bring me up Tech to see you. This nigga was incredible. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the Sunny Hill jump with Mr. Kitchen, this nigga shooting left over. I'm like, what the fuck? This nigga was baseline, dunk at will. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got a chance to see all that shit. You know, him, Jay John Turner. I seen all this shit back in the day.
Hey, look, but
Young and growing up, this nigga was a
and
million
not even to take that
man.
away from you, but like I asked the question about best point guard you ever played with. We talking about you, Bone, right? And as we talked before the show started, he was like, "This motherfucker could post up. He had better post moves than me." And
like
this shit is
Curt.
funny, man. But you did, Joe. You could post up. That's funny shit.
But I
man.
got that shit from
That
niggas like him,
5'10"
though. Like,
shit,
it's
like,
not, you know what I'm
Here's the
saying?
thing, yo, like,
the old
that
dudes
shit's
ducking
funny
in
as
them, and
shit,
not,
though.
you get the chance to be on the court with guys like this, man. It's, and you just watching. See, I think this is the problem with kids today. I think they look at their position too much, and want to like implement their games out of that position. Me growing up, I watched 1 through 5.
Yeah.
I ain't just watch little guys. I watch guys like him. I watched the JTs. I watched my brothers, the Shermans. I watched the motherfucking Darryl Cruz. I just mixed all that shit in one. That's complete. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you play in that position, you got to know with the 2, 3, 4, 5. You got to know all that shit. Motherfuckers say we running 31 up or whatever.
Yeah.
You got as a point. You got to know what this motherfucker need to do. This motherfucker, it's like a quarterback on the field. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got to know what I'm saying. As far as individual talent, you got to know what's going on.
Because I've been drinking and I might forget a little bit. Before I forget, one of the reasons I made the Bullets is because most of the teams I played on, Curt was my point guard. And Curt would always make sure I got the ball comfortable where I wanted it to score. And I never got a chance to, and I never got a chance.
Every time
never
we
got a
play,
chance
he
to
know.
say thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you.
No,
You know that.
Chance. I appreciate you. One of the reasons that you helped me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You giving me the ball there where I needed that gave me that boost.
Right.
That gave me to go on to the next level. And that also helped me shine while I was there.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate
Okay.
that. Now, I suppose to win the check. I suppose got 1 year in with him. That 1 year come out of Miller. You know what I'm saying? But
I used to go to them games. I used to go to them games.
Coach Rose picked me up every day. That's my first name, Mo, not Tech. I was like, this motherfucker Mo name is a Shaq. This motherfucker was me. I'm like, we pick up games. You know what I'm saying? These two niggas, Mo and Tucker, was outside of my element, around my way. Going out in another neighborhood, seeing other guys, you know what I'm saying? Them two was like some bad motherfuckers. I was a 9th grader. Going to Tech, working out. Me and Donna Force go there every day. Coach Moses come and pick us up. Boom, we seeing these niggas. And these niggas was cooking. No bullshit, though.
I mean, these like war stories, Joe.
But seen them in Sunny Hill jump against Brian Short and all them
That's what I'm
niggas.
saying. Like, dude,
Brian
like,
Short.
man,
Tucker dominated all that shit.
Like,
Short,
it was
too.
so much time. Like,
Dominated
anytime
that
I
shit.
went out
Yeah.
in the area, anytime I went out and played in Nike camp and all that, I didn't see nothing at Nike camp that I didn't see at home.
Who's on Nike camp with you?
My year was basically NBA TV. It's
Dennis
Scott,
Yeah.
Marcus Liberty.
Rick Fox, and
Fox was
Steve
there.
Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Was anybody from here? Dennis Scott. Who else besides
The,
you? Dennis Scott.
the three of us here who made McDonald's All-Americans, Perry Carter, me and Dennis Scott.
Oh, y'all went to Nike.
Ohio State.
Perry Carter don't get a lot of love though,
Don't
man.
get a lot of love.
We got it. We got to shout out Perry Carter.
Shout out to Perry Carter.
No bullshit. Ohio State, Gonzaga, Ohio State.
And in Europe, he was a problem, man.
Yeah,
Big problem. Perry been problem. Perry was a problem at Ohio
Spain.
State. Perry was a problem at Gonzaga.
Yeah.
You know,
Problem
Perky
with Spain.
Yeah.
Nah,
Nah,
what
Bryson,
how he
Bryson.
went to though, man? He went to
With Perry Carter?
yeah.
Did he go to Langley? Did he go to Langley? What the fuck? Everybody else went to that motherfucker.
Langley, man.
He might have went to Langley.
Imagine if everybody landed with the Tech. We won like 10 straight championships.
That'd have been dumb.
Yeah.
But,
Shit's so
like I went to Tech on like accident. I went my 9th grade year. I went to Fremont Heights.
Right, I know
You know what I'm
that.
saying? So what happened was I getting my parents divorced, so we were moving to DC. I was moving to DC with my father, so I I didn't know where to go. So I was playing where I lived at. A referee whose brother went to Tech told his brother and Mr. Purry about me.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Purry sat in his car while I played up at that day. They came to Maryland. I lived in the Chevy. So at the time, and they came to Chevy, watched me play. Purry sat in his car. Keith Robinson came out.
Shout out to Keith.
Yes,
What's up,
indeed.
Keith?
The cook.
The reason got me into
Chef.
Tech. And his brother was a rep, Glenn.
Mark
Glenn.
and Glenn.
Glenn was a
Yeah.
ref in the high.
Mm-hmm.
Light skin, beard. Yeah. So Glenn the one told because Glenn lived in Cherry Hill, right across the street from where we
I
played.
know exactly what you're talking about.
So Keith came and we played in Perry, saw me, and they followed me home. I didn't know they were following me. They followed me home, knocked on my door, and they talked to my father. And my mother and father just split. My father was going to move to DC, and I was going to move with my father. And that's how I got to Tech. Because I was supposed to go to, when I originally lived, when I moved to DC, I would have went to Dunbar.
Damn, that'd have been tough. Because Dunbar won in '87, right? Kevin Sams,
Todd
Gibson,
Gibson.
Deion Lewis,
We were talking about that. We lost.
Andy Beagle,
We lost.
Bink,
Yeah.
all them guys.
Like that team reminds me of current day basketball. They were all around it except for they could all shoot.
Mm-hmm.
They could all handle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They were like almost positions.
Right.
Everybody could do everything. That was
Check them out with me. You in Vega though, man. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Julio.
Shout out to Julio. Y'all don't know
Don
Vega is-
Julio.
Orlando Vega.
No bullshit.
Orlando Vega played in the Olympics.
Yeah. It was cooking Gary
Was
Payton.
cooking Gary Payton doing his thing, got in an argument, almost a fight with Larry Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Julio. Julio
Don
went over
Don
Puerto
Julio.
Rico.
That
Like
motherfucker was mean.
Julio might be the leading scorer all time in Puerto Rico history.
Yeah, he probably is.
No,
that
that's right.
motherfucker was mean.
Over there doing. Look, all right. I went to Puerto Rico and stayed. I played in the Puerto Rico league for about 2 or 3 months. For about a month. I went into a Foot Locker. Went in the Foot Locker. Saw a life-size poster. Remember Michael Jordan used to have life-size posters?
Yeah.
Went into a Foot Locker in Puerto Rico. They had the same kind of posters they had for Michael Jordan. For Orlando.
Vegas, yeah, no bull. That's tough.
God damn.
And when I went in there, I looked at it,
That's tough.
and I looked at the dude wearing it, so I was like, I went to high school with him, man. Yo, whatever. I said, that's Julio. Who is Julio? Who the fuck is Julio?
Hey man, tell us about the league, man. Some of the good times of the league, either in DC, what you was in New York. How was it like?
Well, I started here.
Yeah, how about playing for your hometown, man?
Playing here, man, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah,
You
man.
get to play. Your parents can come to every game. Your friends can come to games.
Yeah.
You get to, you still at home. You get the people who helped you get there, get to see you on a regular basis, can come visit, can see you play actually on the floor.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was a huge blessing. I can't begin to describe how blessed I've been in my life, but especially for that opportunity. To be able to play here, to be able to play in front of my parents, everybody who helped me get where I got, because so many, you can't get where you at without people helping you.
That's right.
So many people who helped me got a chance to see me, got to get a chance to go to games.
Yeah.
I got to play at home. I got to benefit on all the stuff you get when you're at home. Everybody know you.
Right.
And, at the east side, and, all the places we used to go.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? So, oh man. I used to, hey, D4. I know. If you ain't looking, I know you're gonna look at this sooner or later.
Hey, look. So
Hey,
look.
D4, matter of fact, thanks for getting in touch with the young man, man.
Hey.
Yeah,
Keep my shirt
man.
on tonight, even though I'm drinking.
There wasn't no
before.
Twitter or nothing back then, but just think about, dog, so 1995, what All-Star game, man. You out there with them cats.
That was no, I tore my ACL before I got a chance to get there. So getting there, being in the rookie All-Star game in '95, it was a dream. Like I felt blessed. Going from not being drafted to having tearing my ACL so I got out of school, going to Germany and playing, rehabbing. Getting the chance to play with the Wizards, the Bullets at the time, they're the Wizards now.
So running in those mountains got your ACL right.
Don't do no running in the mountains. That wasn't in the contract.
That wasn't in the contract.
Like we talked about this story before we was on air. So here's the story. My first job was in Germany. And as you know, when you go overseas, if you get an Eastern Europe coach, they believe in practice. I practice.
That's what I hear.
2 days, 5 days a week.
Gotta take naps.
Yeah, but like, and you gotta reach the contract.
Was it Bonn, Germany?
Bonn is nice.
Yeah, they be lunching over that motherfucker too.
They run like a
I looked at that contract.
African slave.
I looked at that contract.
Backpacks and bricks in the motherfucker.
Hey, look,
Man,
we was talking about look.
Man, D. Scott.
Hey, look. You know how they talk about, because we was talking about the little younger, like the ballers, the ball, whatever, his kids going over there. We say like, the mountains and shit ain't no joke, right? But looking down on the floor, rocks, ditches, crazy, yo.
See, I don't know, cause
But you read your contract.
I don't know. I read
your
my contract.
What your contract say?
My contract ain't say nothing about running no mountains.
Yeah.
My contract said I need 20 and 10.
Right.
And I come from DC. I never ran no mountains. I'm still getting 20 and 10. So I didn't think I need to run the mountain. So I showed him the contract, and I didn't run no mountain. I got my 20 and 10. So as long as I
got your knee right. Fast forward, all-star rookie. That's still crazy, yo. That's a dream, yo. Undrafted, make it the hard way.
Well, see, the thing about that is, like when I first went overseas, a month into that, I tore my ACL. You know what I'm saying? So when you tear your LCL, you don't know if you're gonna play again. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Especially back
different
then.
now.
Especially back then. Sports medicine way better now.
Now I'm gonna be alright. It's just.
Right.
But the only thing I needed to know, when I heard it, I went to Dr. Patron. Thank you if you're still alive. I have no idea. But he did. Thank you. But when I did the surgery, the first thing I asked him is
Not Doc Mathis. Dr. Trump.
Don't say that. He
stop.
is funny.
We'll talk about Dr. Mathis. I'll look. That'll go 15, 20 minutes in another direction. We'll never get back right with it. Look at it. Hey, man, my shoulder hurt. Wait, is it right here?
Yeah.
Hey, all right, quick Dr. Mathis story.
Can I just say?
Go.
That's sweet.
That's the classic shit you've ever said in your life, yo. I forgot about Dr. Mathis.
Quick
yo.
Dr. Mathis story.
Damn, that's funny.
We playing down in Boo Williams tournament.
What perfume did he have?
Huh?
What perfume did he have? No, all right,
Look, so we playing down in Doc Mathis'
man.
joint. So Doc Mathis is our trainer. So at halftime, we go in the locker room. Dr. Mathis say, "Doc, come in." I say, "What's up?" He said, "I've been watching."
Shout out to Stacey Robinson.
I noticed you jiggling in the game.
Oh, no.
It looked like
So what's up, Roach, my motherfucking man, man? Tell your moms happy birthday, man. I see you on Facebook,
Nah,
man.
Doc, I'm all right, good. I'm good. Whoa. We all remember Freaky Freddy. Wow. that was the name, Freaky Freddy. Yeah. We all know about the book.
Hey,
Rest in peace, Fred.
Oh, man.
For 21 and over.
No, he said.
21 and over.
Hey, come on. Hey.
That's classic.
Hey, if anybody ever
That's an archive right there, yo. You dig?
No,
done the
you can break your motherfucking shoulder.
If you break your shoulder out in the collision, if Fred came to help you, where was the first place he was going to ask you?
Your hamstring or something.
Bro, Fred, I hit my head. Right there? Hey, come on, how many niggas you see live off the court? How many dudes you see live off the court in the coalition, yo?
Oh my God.
This nigga Doug stupid.
Hey. That one Dr. Mathers I doctor at the McDonald's, yo.
Yeah, Doc was around for a long ass motherfucking time, Doc.
Hey, I played it way forward. You know, Doc used to come up in the locker room.
Yeah, Doc.
Yeah,
Doc
he's been in the
was
locker room. Yeah, he's been in the locker room.
With a motherfucking camera around his neck.
Yeah. He had the book, yo.
Hey,
Look.
Who in that book?
Taking
Who in
mug
that
shots.
book? Who in that
Doc like this.
Charlie Bo say
Taking mug
book?
shots.
Who in the book, Joe?
I'm like, man, you better get the fuck on away from me.
Oh,
What
my
you do
God.
then? You be like, all right, Charlie.
Charlie Mouse.
Nah, I'm like, man, get the fuck
Hey, all
away
right, Charlie, remember when we played Maryland? I told him, Joe, y'all either y'all take y'all showers really quick
Oh, yeah, he gonna be right
or
here.
wait till after the press meet. You know, Doc coming that joint.
It's funny as shit.
Hey, rest in peace.
You can't even make this up, though, young.
No, this
That is, man.
I'm not
damn,
this
yo.
silly nigga though. Y'all don't know this nigga speak. Back in the day, this nigga speak Jones. We going up Philly and Sunny Hill. This nigga, him, James Phillips, Nixon.
When we went to the strip joint there in the Philly.
He them niggas you see.
Remember we went to the strip
Lunch.
joint in the Philly?
Him, Chris was a bad motherfucker too.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris was a
Shout out to
man.
C Pleasure.
Bad motherfucker.
Shout out to
Man.
C
Hey,
Pleasure.
Chris is perfectly built for today's basketball.
Yeah.
Like
Chris
if
Phillips, yo, that
if
nigga,
Chris
that
played
nigga
today,
like that.
Yeah.
Chris
You
played
already
today,
know that.
like
That's my dude. That
superstar,
nigga, yeah.
long arms,
No
shoot
book,
the
yeah.
three.
That bitch, athletic and a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Dumb
Yeah,
athletic.
man, you
I
know
know,
what else?
stupid
You know
dumb
what
athletic.
else?
Like, stupid
You know
dumb
what else?
athletic.
If he played today, like would be a star. It's
I agree with you.
Lonnie. Yo.
I agree with you.
Like Lonnie,
I agree with you.
like 6'7", long arms.
Yeah, I
and
agree,
shit,
yeah, I agree with you.
highly skilled.
Yeah.
Like now the
Chris
things,
Phillips had that-
the
that
things
Tracy
Lonnie
McGrady
do,
type
the
shit,
things
right?
that Lonnie did now that coaches like stop, like he be on YouTube for that.
The shit that Chris Phillips used to do back in the day,
Like Tracy McGrady type shit?
I ain't trying to be.
Yeah.
I ain't-
Am
I-
I
I-
wrong or right? Am I
No,
wrong?
no, you're not off. What I'm saying is, Chris Phillips is a prime example of back in the day. For what goes on now, you know, you go work out and do all this dumb shit. Chris used to go in the gym, no bullshit. Me and Chris as kids, yo, used to go in the gym every day and just shoot a rack of fucking jump shots from every spot on the goddamn floor. Just shoot motherfucking jump shots, and then he couldn't wait to just dunk. Once that nigga learned how to dunk in the game, he took that shit to a whole nother level, Joe. Dunking on niggas, one dribble pull up. That motherfucker was bad, Joe. No. No.
I always respect him.
Motherfuckers don't understand
I
how
always
good this
respect him.
motherfucker
They
was,
don't.
Joe.
They
No,
really
he
don't.
was no.
And when the Herbo was on fire,
he was cooking.
he
like
was
shit.
on fire.
No, he was cooking like shit.
Nah,
He was just show at the
No,
Herbal.
he was cooking like shit, yo.
If he just stayed like at a public school, he'd have been cooking that motherfucker. That nigga
What
would
do you
have
have to
went
do?
big time, Joe.
no, I'm gonna tell you.
Mackin fucked him up. Fifth
I wouldn't say Mackin fucked him up. I think what fucked him up with Mackin was everybody left.
Yeah.
So I left, Mike Smith left, all us left. And if we stayed, because that one year when all of us was together, we went down motherfucking Chesapeake, Joe. Lonzo Mourning was number one in the country. We ain't had no household names. We bumped them niggas in overtime and lost by 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And Chris had about 27 out that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga was a problem, Joe. Not only that, even when we went out of town for AAU, Mr. Kitchens, Chris was a problem, Joe. That nigga was good as shit. No, that nigga was
Hey, look,
good.
I just remember we played y'all. Too.
Yeah.
You remember we came and played y'all, and y'all stomped us too. I remember.
Yeah, we beat the shit out y'all.
I remember that.
Why would you
shit.
bring that up there? That was
I'm shell shocked and the shit.
yeah,
just came-
we just beat the shit out y'all.
Post traumatic stress disorder.
High school?
Largo, yeah, we went to fucking Mac, and I remember that
We just
shit,
beat the
dog.
just punish
I
them
remember
niggas,
that
man.
shit, yo.
Why would you bring some shit like that up though? We trying.
You took me back.
Yeah, we trying to keep everything cool.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
must
I
have
fucked
ducked
that
curl that year.
Yeah, look at him.
Y'all
He's
must
duck
have ducked
curl.
curl and y'all got to get
Nah, I
back.
remember definitely Mac and y'all. I remember that shit.
No, that's no bullshit. But back then, when it was you,
was
John
Tracy.
Turner, and Joe Wiley,
Yeah.
Well,
Miami
nobody
Joe.
stopping these
Miami
motherfuckers,
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, when nobody
Rodney
stopping them.
Monroe came out with you.
Yeah, 87.
Yeah. Rodney, me and Rodney.
He was McDonald. Was he McDonald?
Yeah, he was.
Hell yeah.
Damn, he was McDonald's too.
I actually played Rodney overseas.
Ronald McDonald.
Hey, look, that motherfucker, what he scored? Like 37?
Man,
Like, when he left
How much he
NC
scored?
State,
I'm saying high school. Like,
he was the,
over
like,
3,000.
He might have been
3,500.
He might have been
shit.
Maryland's all-time.
All
league
time,
scorer.
right?
He was NC State's all-time league scorer.
God damn, yo.
Smooth
He was a
dude.
shooting motherfucker, yo.
Shooting
He played in the
motherfucker.
league. Man.
Yeah, he was first round pick.
He was a shooting motherfucker. I saw him over in Italy.
I played with him in there.
Oh, you played with
Yeah,
him?
we were
Okay.
teammates in Fabriano.
It was a Fabiano.
Yeah, I played in Fabriano.
Was Chandler Thompson with you too? Or no?
No, you know, two Americans, baby.
Oh, two. Yeah.
Back in that
Hey,
brother
look, you saw a third, somebody getting fired.
Yes,
You know,
indeed.
you know.
I'm saying, because later on, Italy was the one that kind of fucked the money out. When they started letting 5 or 6 Americans come on that motherfucker.
Yeah. He just, yo.
I remember Fabiano, though.
Eight generations ago, you had a white man in your family, so you were Italian.
I played yeah, right.
That's what they was doing. That's what Italy was doing.
That was your shit, Anthony Tuckerito.
Yeah, well, shit, they gonna give me that
You
bag
Italian,
though,
look.
for 2 months. I'll be Anthony Tuckerito.
The Tuckerito.
You know, they get that bag up. You get to play in the EuroLeague and all that shit if you're a native.
Yeah, yes indeed.
You know what I'm saying?
EuroLeague.
Then you get that bag because they ain't got to use you.
Tell these folks about the EuroLeague. Tell them about Europe, man. Tell them how lovely it was, man.
Oh, it was lovely as you know.
Yes,
as
indeed.
you know, it was
It's
lovely. You go over there, you go to Europe. You first of all, when you practice, no defense.
Oh,
10 minutes
drill work.
10 minutes of defense. It's all drill work. That's
Too many damn drills on that motherfucker.
yeah. Like I really learned how to shoot in Europe because we spent an hour a day shooting every day, and so you get to learn, you know, what to do and how to shoot. You know, you got at Georgetown, you know, it's opposite. 15 minutes off and 10 minutes shooting.
Right.
2 hours defense. You know, but it worked. You know what I'm saying? But that, you know, so when we got over there, you know, you get to learn your game. You get to increase whatever skill you had. And it helped me become even a more well-rounded player. The thing is, you know, I always wanted to be the kind of player that no matter what, you couldn't take me off the floor. You know, if my J not on, I'm gonna shut the dude down that's checking me. If you need a point guard, I'll play point guard. I started at least one game at every position in college. You know, I started one game at center, at least one game
at Wake point.
Yeah, I started a couple games at the point. I started for a year at the 2. Now, you know, my natural position was the 3. Overseas, I played the 4 and 5. You know, whatever you need, that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Especially get that bag overseas. You know.
Can you kind of sometimes imagine if you were like your game now today, like you just like damn, $100 million?
I get that bag.
$100 million.
It's built. It's like the game is built for the way like Curt played today, the way I played. It's built for us.
Open court.
Like all that, bro.
It's just
like
so,
how many times you get pick and roll and like now you switched off on a big man when we played? Never.
although you taller than Isaiah, but like it's just so open. You
But see, you got to think
No,
about
but like, what-
back
like,
in the day,
tell me what
back in
he
the day,
couldn't
you running through
No, I know that shit.
and
No.
then you get into pick and roll.
But that's what I'm saying. So
Nowadays, you going right into that shit.
Man, I
this
get-
is what it is.
and he would get a full head of steam at you. So
Yeah,
once he
yeah,
said the
yeah.
pick, now I'm coming at you, and you at 6'10". And now what do? Now you gotta make a decision. Do I give him a layup? Do I let him shoot the jump
See,
shot?
you know, let me tell you what a misconception. I don't know. Sometimes maybe I'm off base, right? And this is about your game, right? From my own personal experience of just playing with you, in my experience, right? You were always an overly willing passer in terms of looking out for everybody. But the running joke a lot of times, and this is amongst your peers and friends, they always say you know you
I
ain't
don't
pass.
Yeah, I don't get that.
And I'm trying to get what is the, am I missing something or am I lunching or what?
no, you ain't day lunching.
Because I was saying, damn, Bone is far from a selfish person at all, you know. So I
They
never
say I
understood
don't pass the rock.
that. I hear that shit all the time. It's like the
Their
running joke,
personnel.
huh?
Most point guards look at their personnel. Then you decide what you got to do, man. I mean, that's how I look at it. You know,
You got
if
you trust some motherfuckers and some
See,
motherfuckers.
my
you
peoples
say.
ain't there, man. I'm gonna go get me
Oh
some
yeah,
buckets,
I mean, but I get
man.
that too. Yeah, if your lineup fucked up, yeah, I get that
I
too.
know your personnel at all times.
Yeah, you do gotta do that.
Yeah, nah, man. Some nights just might be your night. Like, my personnel ain't here. I'm gonna go ahead and get us a win.
Yeah. I mean, I look at the same way, you know what I'm saying? But
Backboard on
I've never really asked you, what do you consider yourself?
you on fire.
You ever consider, what do you consider yourself? Were
Yeah,
you a
been
guard?
that
Were
zone.
you a guard?
You ever been in that zone?
Yeah,
where you just
fuck
on
yeah.
fire. You just looking at a nigga, just throw that motherfucker, shoot it, fall through. It's a bucket. And they mad as shit at you.
nah, that's no bullshit. We can get back to Chuck right now, like for,
Yeah.
like on a serious note, like this coming out that kitchen situation. All y'all was at the challenge. Man, I used to go to practice. You had Bayheim, John Thompson had people out there watching y'all, man. Just top notch coaches. You know what I'm saying? You, John Turner, Joe Wiley. I mean, Mike Sumner.
Sam Jefferson.
Everybody in that
Cedric.
joint. Yeah, but everybody was coming to see Anthony Tucker.
Not everybody. Dennis played with us too.
Everybody was coming to see Bob Crimmins.
Yeah. So
Actually, you know, they was coming to see Anthony Tucker and Dennis Scott.
No, not really.
No, that's bullshit. You're not gonna sit
nah,
there. No.
nah.
You're
Furry
not
Clark.
gonna sit there.
Like y'all gotta understand. Yo,
No, fuck that.
Furry Clark.
They was coming to see Anthony Tucker and motherfucking Dennis Scott. And that motherfucker, and from that kitchen's mob, that's what he's coming to see. Don't sit up there and tell me nothing, because I was a little kid watching that shit. And all them motherfuckers came to see y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just to keep that composure and keep that night in, night out, you know what I'm saying? Like to be so aggressive with your offensive ability. And the defense, you can check from a 2 to a 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, just what was your whole high energy? Because back in the day, you got to think you was being compared to Billy Owens.
I was lefty up there.
It was you and Billy Owens, like the top motherfuckers back in that day. Anthony Tucker, Billy Owens, Dennis Scott.
Nah, Billy Owens was those.
No, I'm just talking about back then though, when he was an underclassman, meaning his name was with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, like, but these niggas, his name was in that, in that hat, with all of them. I'm like, my whole thing was Tucker and motherfucking Joe Wiley and them dudes was like that. Dennis, all them niggas. So go up Sunny Hill watching y'all niggas playing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Destroying that shit. Like, what was your mindset going into them games, like playing against some dudes that getting on the rep that y'all didn't get? We knew about y'all, but the world didn't.
Well, whenever we went anywhere, it wasn't about me. Like when we played AAU, first of all, it was like 5 AAU teams. So if you play AAU,
1 or 2,
you could play.
yeah.
Like if you play AAU, when we played, like you was one of the top
Exactly.
20 kids in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing wasn't so much, and AAU wasn't a big focal point. AAU wasn't where the scouts looked at you. The scouts looked at you at the camps.
Exactly.
So for me, AAU was about York, Washington, D.C. I wanted to let New York, Philly, Chicago, Boston, Florida, California. We the best. We the best.
California too, yeah.
So that's what it was about for me. It was representing D.C. and showing people that the DMV, Maryland, Virginia, you know, we're not gonna leave anybody out. Maryland, PG, VA, you know, that like the best basketball right here. So that's what it was about for me. Like,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
No, finish. No, finish.
That was it.
What was your toughest adjustment once you got to Georgetown?
Post time.
It was military.
It wasn't military. You always knew where it was coming from.
But let me ask y'all a question. Why do guys in your situation, your talent level, and also as a panel, like, I've never been a victim of letting the coach distract me with anything. So everybody say John stopped them from doing something, but I'm just saying with y'all guys, man, the guys that transfer from there, I think y'all dudes are way too much talented to worry about a coach distracting you or whatever you want to do about this game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you for yourself, you know what I'm saying? You going to fucking Bullets camp with all them dudes as a free agent and make that squad. Googs was a top 6 pick in the draft, and Don McClain, all them dudes, and you. So your game never was a problem or never was, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't get when people say coaches fuck the game up. Now,
I'm not saying even with that though, but even with that, like, and you had success though too. So it's not
Right,
like
so
it's not like you went to Georgetown, you just sat.
Yeah, so don't
didn't
blame
play never played you. I'm mad and I transferred.
Yeah, I don't get
even
that
as a freshman, you averaging 13
I don't
games.
get that shit.
You averaging 5 and 3.
Charlie Mizzy, I don't get that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying, y'all my
I ain't
homies.
never
You know what I'm
said
saying?
fuck my game.
No, I'm saying
I'm
y'all
just
my
saying,
homies.
even you.
No, y'all
You had
my homies.
numbers. It wasn't like
I
you
just
was-
don't get when people say
You wasn't no chump and you left.
Okay,
You
hold
cooking
on.
and you
Right.
left.
Listen, let me say this. And we're speaking on a hell of a subject because you got kids out here that be saying that shit. You got parents that are the coach. I've just never. I don't get situations where how can a coach fuck your confidence up a game? That's just me. I might be a little like arrogant to the situation because of how I played.
No, it's your
and
mentality.
I don't get my mentality. I don't get that shit.
Yeah.
Can't no fucking coach put nobody in no fucking fucked up situation as far as for them to perform.
Nah, I don't know nobody that said that.
No, a lot of people say that. I'm saying like the coach.
Man, you can play, you can play.
Yeah,
It might not be the best situation for you at the right time.
And that's all it is.
But even with success though.
Even with
That's what that's
I'm agreeing with you.
I'm just saying with the success. Sometimes
This is a prime example right here because
both of them.
No,
That's
I
it,
know.
right. I'm just asking both of y'all.
In
Listen.
my instance, my
Every
problem
situation
wasn't
different.
on the court.
Oh, so it wasn't basketball.
Right.
Okay,
My
so
problem
it wasn't
wasn't
clear.
basketball.
Okay, you know what?
Like,
that's
Coach Thompson
I got
never
it.
held me back.
Okay, that's
I was a
Gucci.
freshman. I started as a
Yeah, I know
That's what I'm saying.
I
Coach
know
Thompson
that.
never held me back.
Okay,
My
okay.
problem wasn't on the court.
Okay, cool. So
My problem was chapter 3. My problem was knowing everybody.
Thank you, bro.
That was my
I
problem.
wanted to say
My
that
problem
too.
wasn't what I can handle on the
you know
court.
what?
No.
My problem was
I'm
the lack-
asking.
My problem was the
Yeah,
lack
it
of
was like-
maturity
Right.
to be able to
right.
handle
Man,
it.
do it all over
Hey,
again.
Tuck.
I'd have stayed with the
That's-
fuck out
no,
of
no,
here.
but
I think
people don't know that shit, though.
Like, I love Mike.
To be
Mike-
honest,
I love Mike Tate can play.
To be honest,
But
I get what you're saying.
Mike Tate coming to
And I
Georgetown
agree,
didn't
but
make
to
me
be
think
honest,
I need
do it
to
all
transfer.
again. That means
Mike
that
Vincent coming to
it wasn't that
Bell,
part what y'all said. I think
didn't make me
y'all
think,
just
oh,
home,
I'm not
Joe.
gonna start. I started as a
That's all it
freshman.
was.
I believe I was
That's
gonna
what I'm
start as a
saying.
sophomore,
That's
junior,
home.
senior. So
Too many
you get
distractions.
what I'm saying?
You
And
young,
I
that's
think,
got all
hey,
these
Tucker, I
distractions.
think y'all was home.
that was my thing. I,
Yeah,
like,
that's
I,
home.
I
But
wasn't
you
mature
know,
enough
you
to
provide-
make
but
it.
look,
mailbox, you got
Yeah.
But
20
you
letters,
provide
Right.
clarity though. That's clarity.
And see,
17, 18
A lot of
years
people
old.
It wasn't even your game. That's
A
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
people think it's because of Coach Thompson.
It wasn't your game at all.
It wasn't because of Coach Thompson.
Never had a
It was
beef with him,
strictly
man.
the lack of my maturity at
They,
the time.
and
I
you
wasn't
know
mature
what?
enough to handle
And
what
I
was going on
respect
off
what
the
you're
court.
saying because
It was never about
no,
Coach Thompson.
nobody ever explained it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Coach
Like,
Thompson.
it wasn't 'cause
I don't
beat.
get that part.
Like
Right,
I started,
goddamn
You know what I'm
I
saying?
started, and look, let's be honest. When you was a kid, remember? I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all a little younger than me, but in '87, remember when we used to go down to Georgetown? When you used to get the shirt of the teams, they had the starting 5 in their jersey.
Yeah.
So I wanted to start as a freshman, so I could be on that little thing.
Yeah.
I started as a freshman.
Yeah, me
So Coach Thompson had plans for me to move to the 2 guard.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, because Milt and Mike was
Milt
coming
Bell.
in. Yeah, they were coming in. They were going to play small forward.
Yeah.
I was moving to the backcourt. So I was going to be a 6'8" 2 guard under Coach Thompson. He had already talked to me about this. So it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm going to be stifled. I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do. Like, I knew I was going to be able to do that. My problem was never Georgetown on the court, academics, nothing. It was what I was too mature to hang
That's
with.
clarity.
Going to chapter 3.
Yeah.
You want to.
Nah, but you know the funniest shit.
You want to. You want to.
home.
You want to.
Yeah,
You want
because I
to.
just
He
couldn't.
didn't know where
much
you was
going on
at
for
the
me,
next
yo.
morning.
Like, and it was every day. Every day was another person.
You wanted a more relaxed environment. You didn't want the.
I mean, like, all
I
right,
ain't
you
know.
want to, like, all right. Here's the thing: on Sunday, you come back and you play a Sunday game, early game, like when we played Syracuse. Play the
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock game.
CBS.
CBS. Millions of people don't see you play. Everybody at home don't see you play. 6 o'clock, you back in DC. Chapter open at 11.
You going in there, motherfucker?
With Smitty.
Who you going with?
I'm going Smitty.
Shout out to Big Bro. Hey, chapter 3. No ID.
Right behind him.
No
Walking
ID.
through the line. Not waiting in the line. Straight through. I'm with him.
No ID.
I'm with him.
Ain't
I'm
no
with the
ID.
best. Look, I'm with the best player on our team.
See, that's love, yo.
That's true. It ain't love. It's true.
It's true.
Like, that's fact. I love Smitty, but that's just fact.
Yeah.
Smitty was the best player on our team. Olympian. Smitty is an Olympian.
An Olympian.
A guy that we grew up with.
And he has
is
a
an
medal.
Olympian. He's a fucking Olympian.
It has a-
No, y'all not understanding that, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, motherfuckers, you know, like, dog, lit.
How many motherfuckers you know
we
got
from
Olympic
DC,
medal?
yo, so we see everything.
Boom.
Ask Chris
But you
King.
don't got an Olympic
Ask
medal.
Chris King, he grew up with a fucking Olympian.
That's my brother, so I don't know that. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I was literally like, boom.
Ain't too many motherfuckers got an Olympic medal, nigga. That you know.
He's an Olympian.
Like, so we spoiled here in the city.
Very,
Ain't too many
very.
motherfuckers know a nigga that went to D1.
Right. No,
Nigga, if you ain't went to D1, we're like, oh. Look at you. Like, oh, damn.
we don't know
It's
you.
alright, it's alright. That court over there.
Yeah, and that
That ain't this court. Y'all know we would do that shit back in the day. Hey, Joe, this thing. You know, no. They playing over there.
Little fake me out joint.
Nah. Who you are?
Hey, Joe, this nigga crazy, man. I'm trying. The nigga has a sense of humor, man. I'm trying to tell y'all,
Yes,
man.
indeed.
You know what I'm saying? When we was a kid in junior high school, going to see this motherfucker play up Tech, Coach Mo was like, Joe, this motherfucker here. I seen that Mr. Kitchens, everybody. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker was bad. And I never would actually thought that we would have been in the same situation in a fucking NBA camp together.
I know, right?
Me just growing up, watching you 2 years ahead of me, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I'm like, damn.
And
I'm praising nigga in junior high like this. Y'all got. I'm going back to my boys, man. I'm telling Eric Murray and them, and I'm like, man, this I said, it's like, man, y'all niggas crazy. This gets you left, right hand, woo, woo.
Yeah.
I said, this motherfucker, man, I never would have imagined that we would ever be on the same platform ever, because that's how much I was like, this motherfucker, Anthony Tucker, Dennis Scott, them niggas. This nigga, man, I don't, you know.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah,
know.
this nigga was on some other shit.
look,
Mo, you
hey,
know.
look.
Yeah,
we was
I know,
tripping.
man. I practiced.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This nigga was on some other shit.
I
like
called
some,
my father, man.
but
It
it's
was
to
two
the
people I
game.
called my father about. It was him and when Duncan came in.
Joe, the game was too easy
Yeah.
to this nigga, man. This nigga was so smooth, man. Like,
Hey,
in
what's-
practice,
hey,
Joe,
look.
they like hedge and switch over. This
I
nigga
got
was switching on pick and rolls and checking on point guards and
I transferred. He
All
was
that
like
shit.
point down weight. Just. I
yeah.
was like, God, you
Motherfucker was
motherfuckers
bad
running
boy,
on
man.
one.
And that was the thing we was talking about up camp when we was up New York for the summer league, and they had me checking dudes like this dude. I'm like, yo, I'm a 4'5", not a 4'3". They got me checking dudes, put the bitch on the floor. I'm like, this is crazy.
With
Bro.
Nick Summer League?
Yeah, up in Westchester.
In Westchester, yeah. Hey, let me ask y'all a question. How y'all like today's basketball? Like that, whichever would you rather play in our era, or how would you feel about playing in the era? today?
Well, our toughness wise, you know what I'm saying, was cool. I think it's easy now though. Like I think today's game is clear out basketball. It's like you at the park. You just you just hooping. It's like you just hooping.
I think they absorbed a lot
From
era.
watching. Yes.
But
for sure.
And
It's
there's
a
some
tough
great
question.
athletes now with all this.
But you got
Training,
It's a tough question.
But now there's so much money in the TV part of it that the game has to have certain elements. It's not as much. Dudes aren't as skilled in terms of like.
No,
I go back.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ on
There's
that.
some skilled motherfuckers.
Kids now are more skilled than we were.
Oh, kids now.
However,
No.
they
Way
don't
more
know how to
skilled.
play like we did.
They don't know how to play with skill.
Like they don't know what to do with their
Some
skill.
of them do.
They don't
What
have.
I'm saying,
They don't
the
have.
elite.
It's
The
a
elite is
select
always
few,
the
yeah.
elite always gets.
They
better.
don't know how to react to real shit.
They don't know why they doing the move. They just
Hey,
doing
exactly.
the move.
They-
They doing the
yeah.
move because my trainer trained me on that
Exactly.
3
There you
weeks
go.
ago.
There you go.
Cone babies.
Yeah.
Come baby.
You know, they don't react. Like, I'm a trainer. Like, that's what I do for a living. I train. Shout out Keith Vini. Shout out, NCAA record 15.
So
threes,
let's
whatever.
get the key in.
Yeah.
Keith Vinny or Henry Hall? Put you on the spot tonight, Joe.
In terms of shooting.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's tough.
And you didn't seen both of these mothers shoot the basketball.
I got the safety card. I got the safety answer if you want it.
Nah,
I'm
no
gonna let you answer, but I got the safety answer.
He a Bells bondsman.
Come on, Bells bondsman. Listen, this is the Bells bondsman.
Broadwater. That's Broadwater. Broadwater right there.
Listen, name's Bryson.
I'm the DA.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah. So look, we'll have a segment where you can break glass if needed. So I'm a Bells bondsman. So if you don't want to answer that, you can defer to me, and I can help you.
Nah.
He gonna answer.
You gotta answer the question.
One thing I know, he gonna answer this motherfucker.
I'm gonna give you the right answer, but you can go ahead and say your answer.
All right. I went to see Henry and Douglas when, when we was playing, we used to go see each other.
Right.
Oh, he's a motherfucking Kelly Miller. I gotta see him.
And we always used to go see motherfuckers we hear about.
Yeah,
That's one thing about back in the day.
I'm in high
I gotta
school.
see this.
I'm in
man.
11th grade.
When you was
I
talking
hear
about
about him. I gotta
report.
see
Yeah.
him.
You look, people were saying, well, why Curt Bone, why you had success? It
I
wasn't
gotta
about what you was doing.
I gotta
It
see
was
this
about your
motherfucker.
homework, knowing about
Yeah,
the
I
motherfucker you
gotta
was playing
see it.
against.
As an older
That's
player,
right.
when I heard
Okay,
about
yeah.
him in middle school, I had to go see. I want to go see. Man, it's this dude Kelly Miller, 30, 35, 40 a game. Let me go see what he's about. Let me go see that.
Henry and Bean.
You know,
What you
yeah.
gonna do, champ?
All right, I wasn't here when either one of them was in school.
Oh, he
Oh, he is.
But-
That-
oh,
he
I'm
played
gonna answer the
dodgeball.
question. I'm
He
gonna
played
answer the question.
dodgeball and Dodge City.
I'm gonna answer the
Wow.
question. I think Henry's is awesome. Like Henry, one of the best shooters I've ever seen. But Keith Vinny hold the record at 15 threes in the NCAA.
So that makes him a better shooter?
And I've been seeing Vinny more often. And to be honest, I've learned a lot from Vinny about shooting.
Okay.
And I would have to get a nod to
You
Vinny.
know.
So-
Vinny's the best shooter I've ever seen.
I'm saying,
I've ever seen.
Okay.
Not
So-
just with him, with ever.
So you answered that first question.
Yeah,
And that's respect.
yeah.
So flat out, 1-on-1, Lonnie Harrell, Lon Smoke.
One-on-one.
Damn, dog.
Like
That's
street
what we call
ball.
the hot
Street ball.
seat.
Man, we playing basketball.
Street ball.
Hot seat.
Like, no,
Basketball.
I'm saying not like raffle, like
No.
in the game.
Basketball.
No, I'm saying are you saying one-on-one?
Tuck, basketball.
One-on-one.
Yes.
Oh, we're not talking about 5-on-5, just one-on-one.
Man, Tuck,
Basketball,
you,
Tuck.
one
It's a
thing,
different-
one thing about you always
Tuck.
remember plays. I asked you this motherfucker.
It's a different skill. It's a
I
different
said-
skill.
That's because he an Aries.
Boom,
you know,
boom.
he
It's a
Aries,
different
bro.
skill
Yeah.
set. It's a different skill. Are we talking about that they one-on-one and gym just them two? Or we talking about in the game setting?
Which one of them playing a one-on-one game?
Why you trying to be
So,
literal, man?
no, are we playing the game?
Stop
no,
being literal,
this is shit
dog.
he do.
You-
some-
you- hey, look,
No,
you're
no,
not
he
even
do-
literal like that. You're
No,
not even literal.
No, he
Don't
do
do that.
No, he yes, he
Don't do that.
No, he do shit like this sometimes.
I'm just asking, which
And guess
one are we
what?
talking
And guess
about?
what? Then I got a question after this. That's it.
All right. I will. It's close, and Sam is like Sam is like for me. Sam top 10 all time, like as far as representing DC. He like up there because he's the lead. Didn't Sam end up leading score all time Big East history?
Yeah.
I'm not saying did he end up. Yeah, he did.
I'm dead. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
he-
so,
yeah,
like
you knew that before you
no
asked.
disrespect, Sam.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
Money.
like he like
He
all
broke
time.
he
Like he
broke
top 10 all time in DC history.
Terry the head, bro. Chris
Because
Mullin.
that top,
Bro,
like
really?
he top
See,
10.
one- hey,
all
that-
time.
that's-
like he like
that
he was,
automatically-
like I'm here
that
Sam
automatically
here
gets
because
you
of
in.
that. Like
Yeah,
I'm here.
fuck
That's
yeah.
Sam up here because
That
20
automatic-
game 4 years, yo.
Yeah, that's tough.
20 game 4 years in college. Like how many of us did 20 game 4 years in high school?
Hey,
And
Slim.
what-
Remember that
He
shit?
did
Hey,
that in
look.
college.
So
I
who
remember
we
that
so
shirt.
who we supposed to be
But
playing
hold,
against?
stop. So let me answer the
Who we
question.
supposed to be playing against?
Let me stop and let me answer that. Like Lonnie is like one of the most talented, like just pure
Lonnie
talent.
talented motherfucker.
Like
Very
Lonnie's
talented.
like Lonnie's one of the most purely talented people I've ever seen basketball wise. Like
I agree with you on that.
there's nothing Lonnie couldn't do. Nothing.
6'7", length,
Athletic.
shoot the piss out the ball.
So you
Lonnie
duck-
can play
you
the point.
duck-
shoot
you
the
duck-
piss out the ball, put that bitch on the floor.
Okay. Say it to the people. Man,
Lonnie.
they ain't know that's dead. Say it loud.
Lonnie. I thought I just said it loud.
Man,
What you think, Charlie Measy?
we have a difference in opinion.
Okay, wait for it.
No, I expect no different. That's your teammate.
Yeah, even if he wasn't.
I'm just saying, all right, and when we talking careers,
Yeah.
I mean, 20 a game, like,
I
Lonnie
mean,
career,
see, we can't talk
but-
careers.
like,
I
we
never
talking
want
careers
to
above
bring that in.
behind
You know what?
everybody else.
That don't have no merit to
But
me.
we talk about
To me,
one-on-one,
you know
just
what?
pure.
Yeah, we
like,
talk. We
we
talk
just-
Like,
careers.
all right,
It's just-
Lonnie was more physically gifted than me.
But sometimes the shit is a tie.
Lonnie
Sometimes,
is-
hey, can it ever be a
Highly-
tie?
Highly challenged.
Like,
Can
I'm
it
like,
ever be a
Ty's
tie?
bailout.
Don't get
If
me
you say
wrong.
Ty, that's just like.
Can it ever be a tie?
It's
It
highly
can be, but
challenged.
that's
The only
I
reason
didn't
why I
wanna
asked
bail
this
out.
question, look,
Lonnie a bad
so Ricky and I are talking about this, right? Like when y'all talk about the Vini thing, right? And this was my opinion. This is my answer, and I didn't type any opinion on the blog, right? But to me, I asked you. I said, so my answer is this question: so who a better shooter, Steph Curry or Clay? To me, that's the same question y'all asked about Henry Hall and Vini. To me, who a better shooter?
Steph Curry.
Some people say fuck that, Klay Thompson. Some people say fuck that, Clay. And then some people say Steph.
I get what you saying.
To me personally, it's very similar. Like Henry Hall is Steph.
See, no,
Henry Hall is Steph because he can catch and shoot that bitch. Or he can off the dribble, all that.
I don't even think it's
And
that hard of a question. Just say who the fuck
I'm
you
just talking
like.
about, but then
Right, there
Vini
you go,
can
bro.
shoot that motherfucker.
Just let me
Say who you
clarify.
like.
Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
No. See, and this,
Maybe I'm dumb.
This is for, and this is
He hit
for,
15 threes in the game.
and this is for.
And yeah, and Klay Thompson scored 37 points in one quarter. Nobody will ever break that record.
Okay, the only thing I'm trying to say.
So it's the same shit.
It
This
was
whole
broke
thing.
one day.
This whole thing, Chuck. This is what I'm saying.
I don't know,
I get what everybody's saying, right?
All right, so break it down for me, please.
I'm just breaking that
Please.
shit. See, when you talking, some people get shit misconstrued when you talking basketball. Some people take shit personal, and if I right now say Bryson couldn't make a layup, motherfuckers can say, oh, that nigga dumping and everything, like, and they can look at like, or bone hating or whatever. Not knowing that you my guy. I wasn't saying it like you couldn't really make a layup.
Yeah, you asked me to pick one.
So what I'm saying is, in general, we all get caught up in basketball conversations. I just sometimes don't agree and don't respect certain people's opinion when we talk about pure basketball. And sometimes you don't comment on shit because people take your shit and act like you hating on the next motherfucker.
Right.
So
Right.
then when guys in our caliber, like myself, Tucker, yourself, Charlie Moe, and everybody doing this motherfucker, when we take a certain person over another person,
It's not personal.
all motherfuckers think it's person we hate. No, it's not person we hating, but guys that really hoop and know basketball and know the game wouldn't take it personal. You see what I'm saying? I've been on the floor with Moten and Lonnie in situations, and I ain't throwing no shots at none of them dudes. Both of them niggas was bad motherfuckers, hands down. You know what I'm saying? And I know you got guys that might get on Facebook tomorrow and like, oh, that's fucked up. You said this and that. But fuck that. I'm sticking to my shit and sticking to what the fuck I believe and all that. Me personally, I'd have been on the floor with Lonnie and Moten competing against each other. They had battles, they went at it. You know what I'm saying? But if I had to choose who the fuck I'm gonna take and be on my motherfucking team, I'm gonna take Lance Moten. And I'm only gonna tell you why, because of the simple fact. And I'm taking him one-on-one against Lonnie because it's no Lonnie, you my motherfucking man. So if you're a real hooper, you're respected. If you're not a real hooper, fuck it and fuck you at the same time. That's just me.
Damn.
I dig that.
No, what I'm saying is, I'm taking Moten. He played much harder than Lonnie for one. That's and to me that sums up all that shit. For two, Moten don't play for the bullshit in the crowd. Moten get that bucket. He gonna pick your ass up 94 feet, and he don't give a fuck who you are. Moten not gonna fade out on fucking plays. He not gonna fade out on games. I don't give a fuck where he gonna play fucking basketball. So like I'm saying, I'm not throwing no shots at Lonnie. You my man and all that boom boom. But you on Facebook and keep praising yourself. If you like that Slim, just let it be. Let the other people make them comments about you. I love you to death, nigga. I done been in arguments with you, Harrell, with big time basketball players, and I'm arguing you that this nigga bad. Lonnie bad, he can do this. Boom. And motherfuckers telling me, nah, I'm like, nah, y'all niggas lunch. That nigga bad. This nigga like that. Like, I was putting this nigga names with some bad motherfuckers. So what I'm saying is, for my man, you, Lonnie, were you my man, for you to keep going on Facebook with this bullshit, Slim, just, your game speaks for itself. You ain't got to keep telling what you did and what you do and what you...
And you official.
You official. You official.
You're official.
You know what I'm saying? But getting back to my initial point, that's not taken away from I'm picking Moten, because I believe that he can get the job done. Regardless who the fuck out there. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong or right. It don't matter to me. I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on Facebook battle no motherfucking body. Because it's not me.
Hey, look, my great coaches always say, consistently consistent, yo. And to me, that Sam is consistently consistent.
Oh, man, that boy bad, man. Both of them bad.
Here's my thing.
Hey, Prime is a bad
Here's
boy.
Prime is exactly the bad boys.
Here's my thing with my choice. I'm putting this in a time capsule. 1-on-1. Here, Lonnie had more talent than me.
Everybody.
I'm just saying, just listen.
Everybody.
And this is what I'm judging on. Not only did he have great measurements. Now the thing about Sam is disgustingly consistent.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
His shit is...
And like you said, dependable. He gonna get his buckets. What I'm choosing mine on is, you never say a dude will beat me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not how it goes. But I'm not, my ego ain't big enough to say that Lonnie wasn't physically more talented than I was. His length. Lonnie was a point guard. Lonnie didn't care about defense. But Lonnie might, I'm just being honest, Lonnie, come on, Jay. Me and Lonnie tried out for a CBA team together. Lonnie was my roommate on the CBA team. I always run with DC guys. We always was for each other. We always wanted to see each other do well. At least I did. Anybody from DC, I want to see you do well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't like you, when you left, you was representing us. So I always want, even today, I see a kid from DC, I want him to get buckets. Let's get buckets, man. You represent home. We took that serious back in all day. That's what AAU was about for us. Yeah. But going back to Lonnie, Lonnie was supremely talented. Supremely
super talented.
He's one of the most.
Nobody matches. Nobody matches talent.
But
I don't think if you ain't ever see it, you wouldn't believe it.
Right. Like going between your legs, dunking, in games. He's the first person I ever see do that in the game.
He was a gazelle too, man.
Yeah.
In shape, run all
Sam,
fucking day.
Lawrence. At the end of the day, when the game started, you tipped the ball up. What you said was, "All right, that's 20 automatic." Now let me see what else we're gonna get from these.
His shit was consistent, yo.
You knew that.
Hey. I played against him, like I said, he's Syracuse.
So you changed your mind then?
I didn't change my mind. I just chose why.
You changed your mind then?
No, that's why I asked you in the beginning.
That's what we talking about.
That's not ridiculous. If I gotta go through the whole circle,
he had to go to space.
If I gotta go through the whole circle,
he had it down. He had it down. He had it down. He had it down. He played his spade.
And tell me,
he had it down. He played his spade.
That card count motherfucker right there.
He had it down and played his spade. Ain't wrong with that.
No. That's why I asked in the beginning.
You reneged.
Like, Curt, I ain't reneged. I just told you what I think about Lonnie.
Lonnie's bad motherfucker. Let's not get it twisted.
You asked me.
Lonnie real bad motherfucker.
But let me ask you a question. When you ask me about who the better player is, I am always going to take.
No, I say who. No. I say who. A one-on-one basketball game you going with.
That's a one-on-one game. In a one-on-one game, I'm always going to take the physically more talented guy who's skilled.
That's not always true. One-on-one, to me, this is my opinion how I look at basketball. To me, Lawrence Moten played 5-on-5 like it was one-on-one.
Well, that's the
So whenever he played basketball, it's 1-on-1 in him. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how he played basketball. He played basketball 1-on-1. Whoever checking him, it's 1-on-1. He don't play fucking team basketball. He played one. I'm gonna outscore you. That's what the fuck I do.
And get strapped.
And that's what I'm saying. That's him. That's the fucking way he do shit.
Slide though.
He don't do shit. I'm a dribble, drive, and pass and Charlie Moore. No, he gonna play 1-on-1 basketball. And just think, if it's nobody to pass to, who the fuck is gonna win that game?
What's his him?
Fucking Lance Moten. Lonnie gonna look to bop and get in the air and do some. Who on that side? Nobody's there. Moten is looking at the rim every fucking time. It's not a bad thing at all.
It's not.
I'm just saying, 1-on-1 basketball, Moten will win that game. And it's no disrespect to Lonnie because Lonnie a bad motherfucker. And that's why I be so fucked up with Lonnie because he don't like LeBron. Lonnie, you make the right plays. You pass, you know what I'm saying? You do shit he do in certain situations. I mean, like, you ain't got to take the last shot. You going to make the right play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how Lonnie real not going to like LeBron?
Right.
That's fucking crazy to me. That is fucking sickening, Lonnie real. And you my man.
It's an oxymoron.
It's crazy. Nazi fucking moron. No bullshit. That's crazy.
It's an oxymoron.
That is fucking crazy to me.
That's like Harry Hall don't like Steph Curry.
That's crazy to me.
That's
That's fucking
like
crazy.
Keith Vinny don't like Klay Thompson.
No, this shit is fucking crazy. Like, how the fuck Lonnie Red not gonna like LeBron?
Right.
And you've been in situations where motherfuckers leaving the ergo
Right.
or leaving a big ass game so Lonnie should have took that shot. But Lonnie's defense gonna be that nigga was open in the corner.
Made the right play.
Fuck out of here with this bullshit, real. Love you to death, Slim, but I'm gonna keep it real. So you can shoot back to me whatever you gotta say. But one thing you know about me, nigga, I ain't never let you down on nothing that shit in the court. So you can cut that shit out. And you my man, I fuck with you 50 grand, but you got LeBron fucked up and you got Moten fucked up. Yeah, next.
So what's next?
I guess we can close it.
No. So, I mean, again, being before your time, who would you compare your game to today? Like, yo, that's me. I mean, it could be Paul George. It could be
Paul George is a player.
damn.
That's exactly, you know what I'm saying? Like, Paul George.
Did I help you out with that, or I was just
No, seriously. That's like my
Yeah,
favorite.
man.
That's my
Backseat ass. That's how Tuck is, man. He always like that. That's my man. That's my man.
All my kids at my gym know.
That's my man.
My favorite player is Paul George.
Yeah, he just
No, like
finished.
I always
That's what he did.
I always
Yeah,
like guys.
yeah.
Like I'm 6'8", so when I look at people that between the age 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". That's who I try to emulate my game at.
Right.
After. Now I'm playing because I'm a trainer and I can play. I'm gonna start playing in 50 and over. I'm busting some ass. I get up and down.
You ain't 50 yet, though, man. How you
gotta
gonna do that shit? Hold on, time out. You ain't 50
You
yet.
gotta play the Legend Coalition with Mateo.
Time out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yo. I looked at.
pulling your load card, yo.
I looked on
Hey, Slim, you ain't
Facebook.
50
Are you sorry?
Slim.
Like
Three
we was
class.
the playing game. Really, Tech?
For the playoffs.
Like it's 22 teams.
That wasn't their fault though. That's because they joined the league late. That
It was 21 teams.
Hey, they won the playing game.
It
Though.
was but it was the playing game. Like we was Buckner. You know what I'm saying? Like we was Bucknell and shit like that.
So you playing next year?
Oh yeah, I'll play next. Yeah, I'm gonna play next year. I actually run up and down. I've been playing with the kids up when we train. So I love to play basketball. I just love to play basketball, man. Like I didn't play for a while. Like when I retired, I didn't play for like 8 years. I didn't play basketball. I need to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't play. Like you dream bad. Like my dreams was basketball. I played basketball. That was my job.
Somebody
basketball.
paid you, so you
Somebody
basically got paid
Can you
to
fucking
play
believe
that game.
Can you fucking believe that we got paid?
You
to play
got paid to play that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, we was gonna do
Hey,
anyway.
hey, you got paid a lot of money too.
To play the
I didn't know what to
game.
do with the bag, but I got the bag. You know, I got the bag. I ain't know what the fuck to do with it. But I got the bag.
Can you at least tell people how it was to be a Knick? Can you just walk us down that road, yo? In New York, how like
It was like a
that's what I'm
bar.
talking about, like Heavy D, these cats in line trying to
Yeah.
get the club.
Like, first of all, Anthony Mason was like my mentor. He was the
Good dude.
No,
Rest in
yeah,
peace, my
rest in peace,
motherfucking man.
Like Anthony Mason, I actually lived with Anthony Mason until I got my place. Really,
I know,
really
did you
took me
sleep
under-
on the floor?
So did he sleep?
No, not Anthony Mason.
Or was it?
Yeah, his
Did
room.
y'all cuddle like
I
this?
had my room. But hey, Anthony Mason. Look. The year I was in New York, led the league in minutes and led the league in partying.
Damn,
You know what I'm saying?
yo.
You know, Anthony Mason, New York native, so like, and in New York you can party every night.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Shout out to the womb.
And we did. You know what I'm saying? Every night. Being in New York, you know, at that time, I got to see a lot of people that, like, I got to see the Fugees before they were famous. I got to see the Fugees when they had to stand in line.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I got to see Heavy D. I got to see Dougie Fresh.
And they in line.
In line while we walking through. Hey, we Knicks. hey. Dum diddly dee.
I see you at the VIP. I see you at the VIP.
Drinks on you. Come on, motherfucker.
So you out there with John Starks and other cats, huh?
John didn't go out. John was married. John didn't party. I was with Mace. Like like Mace went out every night. Yo.
Yeah.
Like y'all not understanding. Every
Yes.
night. You know, Kevin Hart say tomorrow. The dude called and say tomorrow we're gonna do all that shit again. That was happening. It was happening fucking day. Like.
You had to be the practicing with like what 11?
You gotta be the practice at 11, so you gotta get there about 10. You gotta get tape. You know, you gotta wake up.
You come
If you don't know anything about New
you
York,
good. So if you go to bed, you come in at 5. Let's say 5.
it's still dark at 5.
That's what I'm saying. So 5.
Nah. It's still
5.
all right.
Even if you come in at 6, you still got.
See, what
4 hours.
we don't know in DC is, you know, in DC everything closed at 2 because that's when the cutoff for drinks is. There is no cutoff for
In
drinks.
New York, ain't no. Yeah.
So you might go to a club and you walk out and it's
They
daytime.
said they go out at 3.
Yeah, that like
that's
you
when
go
it's
like
poppin'.
that. Yeah, like we would go.
Like Europe.
We
Like
would
Europe.
go to clubs at 3. Like I met Red Alert. Like there was a club on Sunday. We would go to a club. It would last at 2:30. From 2:30, we would walk around the block, and Red Alert was in a club that started at 3. I used to go to clubs with Grandmaster Flash was the DJ. Like I got a good Knicks story. Knicks, we was playing. There was a defensive. We used to go to a club on Sunday. There was a guy who played for the Giants. He was a defensive lineman. There was 75. I can't think of his name. Him and Mace.
Not Harry Carson. Those are
Him and Mace, you know, Mace rugged dude, yo. Like Mace, like that shit he was doing on court, that was really him. So him and Mace get into it, and Mace like fuck that, yo. They take it outside, like to the street, like over a broad, something like Mace was fucking with a broad. It was his broad. Well, let's go out. And Mace said, "Come on, let's go." Okay. So now you gotta go because you 6'5", 280.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't
give me a
and
fair
he a
one.
basketball player.
You run a fair one outside.
Yeah, so they go outside. Like they fight in front of the club, in the middle of the street, in a circle.
Did Mace dog?
Like UFC and shit.
Like Mason, and this I'm gonna tell you why me and Mace became best friends. Whoever was with him tried to run in, and I grabbed him and hit him. And it was me, Mace, and 2 of his cousins.
Yeah.
And after the fight, Mace looked at his cousin and said, "You bitch ass niggas, you saw him running. Y'all ain't do nothing." Tuck grabbed him. Tuck, get your shit out the hotel. You moving in with me.
Damn.
So I moved in with Mace from that, until I got my place. You know, you
thorough.
don't guarantee.
You was thorough, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was thorough, but I'm with you. I ain't thorough. I ain't no thug. I ain't no thug. No, I ain't thorough.
You ain't too.
But if I'm with you and somebody come to get you, you my man.
Right.
I gotta help you. Like that's how we grew up.
Yeah.
You know,
That's tough.
it wasn't that I was thorough. That's
Call
just
the
how-
pick out.
Hey, you know,
Yeah, pick love.
if you don't do nothing else, at least run in front of them or something. Though, you know what
I
I'm
at
saying?
least did that shit.
Shout out to Evans Burn.
That
I'ma
was my
fuck
man.
you
Like
up,
Mace,
nigga.
like Mace
To
took me
separate
under
my
his wing.
show.
Mace took me under his wing in New York, yo. Like he took me under his wing. You know, I met his family. I met his kid, his girl. You know, his mother, his cousins, his brother.
Wow.
And like I really appreciated him for all he
Yeah,
did.
nah,
He really took me under his wing.
that's what's up, man.
And he was from Queens, so he showed me the city.
Right.
You know, I got to see Lauryn Hill before Lauryn Hill and the Fugees were there.
Well, you keep saying, yeah.
No, I just got to see them. You know, they the biggest things I saw. So that's all I did. They was in line. I walked past.
But you didn't see her.
Nah,
See, well, what you told the Knicks? What's the sign?
Huh?
The sign for the Knicks.
Who are you?
Yeah.
How many points you have? That's not important.
I'm dead. Yeah.
You official.
You official.
Well, really, I don't have a uniform on.
You official.
But when you look at the bench, I'm that nigga at the end.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
me right there.
So with Chicken Charlie's, man.
You bring it back.
That nigga say,
I went to Wake Forest. Chicken Charlie's.
Shout out to Emily. Like, we got to shout out to Emily.
Shout out to Emily.
Our manager
Yeah.
at Wake Forest became a best-selling author whose
Yeah.
book became a movie.
Yeah.
You know, Emily Giffen. She has like 4 or 5 bestsellers.
oh, that's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? She was our manager.
Yeah, we got
Shout out to
Mark,
Route 40.
big time actor Mark Lucas.
Mark Blugas, one of our teammates became. He was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
40.
Wow.
Yeah. We had like
Route 40, right?
Yeah, Chicken
Chris,
Charlie's.
Rodney
though.
Rogers, Randolph.
Rodney
Yeah,
Rogers
Randall.
for Sheezy, Rodney
Yeah.
Rogers.
Shout out to the Lady Rug, man. My man,
Yeah,
the Lady Rug.
Muggsy.
Chicken Charlie's, man.
Yeah, Chicky Charlie. Yeah.
$1.
What was that?
Kernersville.
$1.
Hey, they
Shout out to
Well, hey.
What was your
It
man?
was a
Hey, what
dog.
was your man? They the Hunt was fucking with. Hey,
Anderson Hunt. You play with Anderson Hunt?
Big tree. It was a big tree. Nah, it wasn't a tree. Nah, your man Falk ain't let my man in the room. Ronnie. That's what you talking about. He ain't let Ronnie Mack in the room, man. That was some SEC shit, man. He was in the
I'll
ACC.
say Joe.
Who's
I'm
Jamal
Man, I'm
telling
telling you
you
right now.
I'm gonna fuck him
That
up.
nigga ain't getting it.
I'm gonna fuck him
Talking
up.
about?
Jamal Faulkner?
Nah, we was in USBL, man. We played Bone Team, and we was on a 3-day stand. We played them once.
Hey, Mo.
You was in Miami?
But we all stayed in the same hotel.
Oh, for Lauderdale.
We stayed in the same hotel, so we
Hey, Mo, what
getting it in.
what
That nigga said, man, don't let that nigga in this motherfucker. He played on our team, right? He went to Vanderbilt. Jay Falk said, man, don't let that motherfucker in. We was like, what the fuck?
I'm looking at China. Look,
So he like, man, don't let him in. So I go to the door like, man, you can't come in, man. That nigga like, what? So Tree come in, we let Tree in, and Ronnie Mack followed him in. That nigga told me he had to go. He kicked him out. Kicked him out of the room, you know. I'm just glad that's all he did. Hunt was laughing like shit.
Anderson Hunt like them. He like them gas station
You know, that's
sandwiches.
my teammate. I'm trying to keep the peace,
I was
man.
talking
He like them
about-
gas
I was
station
talking about
sandwiches, yo.
And we seen them joints overseas.
That's what I'm talking
Remember,
about.
remember you would stop, hey, halfway through, you would stop at the gas station, they had the little restaurant.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm gonna show this to you.
Fuck yeah.
You gonna let shop? You gonna let us all the way up?
They had them big
Nigga
gas
said,
stations,
"Them
stop
niggas
was
is
like
like
2 in the morning.
Fuck yeah. Crushed
Yeah,
the cold
we
So
ice
you
joint.
did you enjoy your experience overseas?
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was bananas.
Man, I loved it, yo. Like, I had a ball. Played in Italy. I played in a few different places, yo.
What you love about it though?
Everything.
Off the court.
Everything. I loved everything. Like, when I first, like, I was married when I went over, so I was, you know, I was with my wife. So
Yeah,
I-
me too.
But,
Oh yeah, I was lunching over there.
All the way.
Oh, okay. Okay.
but
What you mean? You was
I was,
lunching?
when the first time I went out, I was single. And yeah, it was, it's all the change over there. Like, y'all gotta understand, like, all they know about us is what they see on TV, yo.
Yeah.
And what they see on TV is, you know, if they don't think negative of it,
They would have thought Charlie Rose was an albino and shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll see like light skinned.
I'm native.
Your daughter play, right?
I'm a native.
yeah, my daughter,
Because
my
your daughter
daughter,
trained down in my gym down in Greenbelt.
my daughter played the good counsel. She's a junior. She,
Oh, right now?
She's a starting center. Yeah.
Oh,
She
man,
been-
what's
she's
her
been-
name?
Rain Tucker. She's been
Wow.
playing very well.
Man, that's big,
Before-
man.
She got some height.
She's 6'1".
Oh, she
You know what I'm saying?
Awesome height.
10th grade or
You ain't paying
eleventh
enough
grade.
grade.
She going to Georgetown?
She
Then
in
Wake
11th grade.
Forest?
I mean, I don't know where she gonna go.
You ain't got
She
it.
look, she 3.7 grade point average.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Echo
that's
Council
big,
is a
man.
great school.
All right.
And she, she's been playing really well
That's good, man.
this year starting off. I'm proud of her. I couldn't be more proud. I have another
Did she
daughter.
let
that-
you work? She
I work her
out
out.
with you?
I work her out.
Oh, how'd that
You
go,
know,
man?
It's hard to work a child.
Yeah, no
It's
bullshit.
even harder to work your daughter out.
That's what I'm saying.
I am not daddy right now. We coming these lines.
Yeah, but you
But
always.
it's not about working. It's like we ain't get that shit
I'm
though.
not your
Nah.
dad.
We ain't never get that shit. It's like just go play basketball.
Okay, but I got shout Jalen.
We'll take drills.
I
and
also
go
have
do
a
my
11-year-old.
Yeah, just go play basketball.
With no cones. We
Jalen
play ball.
5'8".
Definitely
Oh, we got
11
shots
years old.
up.
Shout out to the girl there.
Yeah, she played on KD's AAU team.
Brian
She
Trey.
played for a middle school.
Hey,
You
G
know what I'm
Lab.
saying? So she doing her thing. Like she's an honor roll student.
That's what's
You know,
up,
they,
man.
they both doing great. I couldn't be more proud. They the whole thing is to make the next big generation better, and they better than I am. So I feel like it's been a good job because the whole point is to get your kids to be better than you, and they're better than I am.
Respect.
That's a big thing.
Do
I'm
you?
proud of.
I guess maybe in
That's
closing. I don't know if
modest-
this is
modest
closing, but
statement.
maybe in
Modest
closing. Do you
statement.
understand the street cred or the rap or like what people think about your game? Because sometimes it's like people can say whatever, but a lot of times, as the great JoJo Hunter would say, it don't matter what the fuck nobody say about your game. It's about what your peers think about you. Like, do you have an idea what like Bone think about you or myself? Charlie Moe,
I'm gonna ask that question for you because I was in the trenches when Tucker was Tucker. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the high days, in the streets, niggas talk. Back when we talking basketball, I'm talking the street niggas talking about basketball. That nigga was the fucking the dog of our era.
Yeah.
Like ain't take no shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga mean. You know what I'm saying? But never came off to nobody as a violent person. His demeanor on the court was totally different. Like when you talk about tough guys on the court, he didn't even have to act tough. The way he played was just it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and from what you're saying, I get what you're saying. It brings me to this question to closing the show tonight, and I have another tough guy from that school. So I'm just ask Tuck your top 5 McKinley Tech guys, and we're gonna end it like that. And then I'm gonna give you after your 5, I'm gonna give you my 5, and we can close the show.
Like I normally leave people out,
Just
especially,
keep 100. I mean, just be as
especially
just
from,
keep 100. How way you feel.
especially because like I normally leave out some of the older guys.
Man, top 5.
I just don't know.
Tuck. You know we don't do this bullshit.
But,
Cut the bullshit out.
So, I'm Billy Martin,
Yourself.
Vic.
Don't talk, man. Billy Martin, Vic. That's 2.
Like for me, it's big on accomplishment, not just what you did in high school, but what happened afterwards. McKinney Tech has only had one basketball player,
John Battle,
who was an Olympian, and that would be Orlando Vega.
That's 3.
John Battle.
4. You got 4 now, so you got
then
one
you.
more left. Without yourself, you got.
And then I'm gonna go with Kenny. 'Cause Kenny was the one.
Hey, if you left my motherfucking man out,
Kenny was the one. Kenny was the one.
Kenny Sanders.
Kenny was the one I had to live up to.
Kenny goddamn Sanders.
Like when I got to Tech, Kenny was the dude I had to live up to. 'Cause
Kenny
Kenny
Sanders.
was the great player before.
But you know what's so crazy though, Tucker? You took
Yeah, man, that was big.
one of my books because I had yourself, I had Kenny Sanders, I had Victor Page, I had John Battle, and I was just me being a young kid, just watching and knowing the history of basketball and high and all that band. I'm gonna tell you, he was real good to me. That I thought, you know what I'm saying. You got Crooked,
Yes, well.
then you got Pernell.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? My McKinley Tech shit goes on.
We don't know John Battle didn't start in high school.
That's what I'm saying. So
John Battle did not say.
I had
NBA
a whole
player
list,
did
right?
not start in
That
high
people
school.
ain't know about. And I'm like, boom, but I can't go wrong with your list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that Vega, man, fucked a whole lot of shit up. You know what I'm
Julio
saying?
was the dog.
Yeah, no.
Julio was the dog, yo.
Yes,
Shoot,
indeed.
Gene Smith.
That's what I'm saying. Look how many people we left off, yo.
Yeah.
And that's-
Gene, my man. Gene Smith, much respect, man.
So that's a
Send me a pair of Adidas tomorrow.
That's a national champion.
But you probably went 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying? My man, though. My man. Get you some Georgetown list, maybe. This tech list is mean. You know what I'm saying? Georgetown list mean like top 73. You know what I'm saying? But everything is cool, man. Much respect to Gene and much respect to everybody. But we gonna close this show. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to man. AT came through
Man,
tonight,
I
man.
appreciate you having me.
Man, my man was real making that motherfucker. What is Camp Joe? Hey. My
We
man
were strategizing and like
Hey.
I was trying to make that joke.
I know my man said one of us gonna make this motherfucker.
Like I said, I appreciate
And-
you.
and that's
he's
no
one of the big
bullshit.
reason I made it.
You know what I'm saying?
Curt gave me the ball where I needed
We
to
worked
get it.
that shit out, boom.
Hold up.
And that shit went how it's supposed to went, man. And
Hold up.
no bullshit, man. My motherfucking main man. You know I reached out to you,
Yeah, I
champ.
remember when you was 15, you was my point guard. when you
Hold
was a
up,
kid.
man.
Yeah. On them road shots.
That's why this is the best point guard I
Hey.
ever played with.
Wait
I remember
for
when
us,
look,
man.
he could be John Stockton or Isaiah Thomas, whatever you need. Anything in between. Yo.
Hey, this motherfucker's like, man, shoot that motherfucker. I'm like, man, I ain't gotta shoot this motherfucker.
Dr. Condron, you gotta give a shout out to Dr.
Oh, no, no
Yeah,
bullshit.
big
Every
dog.
Sunday morning,
Yeah,
in the
Sunday
Volvo, everybody in motherfucking
Yeah,
room.
exactly. Pick up in the morning,
Yeah,
bring you out.
Mike
You got to play
Reeves,
with
everybody.
Yes, I got to play with. I got to see
Everybody,
Adrian Danley.
man. All them
You know, all the
motherfuckers
stuff.
good,
Like we got
man.
to play against those guys. Matumbo,
Yeah.
all the Georgetown players.
Yeah.
Like Buck Williams used to come and play with us.
Mhm.
We got to see. He used to come pick us up,
Grant.
take us to McDonald's out of it.
Take that, boom, we good.
No, what McDonald's
It's always
been
been
getting.
getting-
Hold up. What McDonald's used to be 7-Eleven. Remember, it
No,
used to be
man.
7-Eleven.
No,
Then
see,
we graduated. Then we graduated.
No, it was 7-Eleven niggas in McDonald's. You was
Nah,
7-Eleven. We was on McDonald's. He was on 7-Eleven. We never go to 7-Eleven.
What's going on here?
Who's that 7-Eleven?
Not nothing about no
Then you said
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. We graduated.
We never went to 7-Eleven.
I never went to 7-Eleven.
man.
I never got a hot dog. It's all number two.
Let me tell you what I remember. All I
Hey,
remember.
real talk. We never did
Never
7-Eleven.
All I
No.
remember.
We never.
Who was
did
in the
that.
car with you?
Yeah.
Who was in the car with you?
Kimbe.
Nah.
No way.
That
I ain't
Kimbe,
going
no,
to 7-Eleven.
That
was
was
7-Eleven.
Love McKim, baby. He just got
We ain't
7-Eleven.
gonna
McDonald's,
do
all that shit was the same.
Hey, Bryson. We ain't
McDonald's, man.
I don't know
When
the
you get
fuck
there
you
and when you
talking
leave.
about. We ain't gonna say
Hey,
that.
No, I never went to 7-Eleven.
bring it up.
Ever.
Hey, ask your man Tree.
When you
Hey.
get there and when you leave.
Ask Tree.
Never went
Joe.
to
Tree, no.
Well, maybe y'all,
Hey,
maybe
Tree.
that,
If
maybe,
you there, hey, Tree, if you listening,
hey,
yo,
Bryson,
chime in, Tree.
Bryson, maybe that was y'all shit.
Donald Ford. Did you ever go to
Me and
7-Eleven?
Tucker ain't
Donald
Nah,
Ford.
Donald
You always
Ford
went to
got that
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven.
Me, Donald and Tucker Ford.
Donald
we
Ford
ain't-
would have got that 7-Eleven.
No, we ain't do 7-Eleven.
nah,
We ain't do 7-Eleven.
Niggas was getting spicy bites.
No, we wasn't doing the same. Hey,
Glissies. Niggas was getting
I don't know
glissies.
such talk.
hey, yeah.
I don't understand
Niggas
that
getting
shit.
glissies, yo.
Hey,
All I understand is
Yo,
1, 2, 3, 4,
he eat lunches.
I never understood it.
Yeah,
What's a
he
spicy
is
bite?
fucking
Hey,
lunches.
hey, look.
Hey, Charlie Moore, your man lunch.
What's a spicy
Yeah, I done- we ain't do all that.
Let me tell you something.
Now, we didn't do, Bryson, on the real talk,
Tree used to go over there. Look, Tree used to get
we didn't do 7-Elevens, man.
in the red light.
Tucker, you
I can tell you what a 7-Eleven was. It was right down the street.
Yeah, we
Like
right
from
past
the
that
gym.
motherfucker, right
Okay,
past that
oh, yeah.
motherfucker.
I didn't even know it was a 7-Eleven around there.
We right
A
past
7-Eleven
okay.
around there?
What you
Look,
about going up?
Hey,
We must have to drive them a little
Hey,
bit
Tucker,
ways
hey,
down the
look.
road.
We couldn't. I
Hey,
ain't
these cats. Hey, look, these cats got
Let him say what he want.
I thought he
CTE.
was
Let him say what he
Wait,
want. Let him say what he want. Let him say what he want.
They
You
got
ever go to
CTE.
7-Eleven?
I don't remember. Alzheimer's or
All
something.
right,
Hey.
this the McDonald's side over here.
Mike
This the 7-Eleven side over there.
Broke niggas to the left.
Hey, this the first team
Bro,
side.
hey, broke niggas to the left.
This the first team.
Like
This the first team side. No bullshit, right? I don't know about the 7-Eleven.
Definitely did 7-Eleven, man. Come on.
Not me. I swear to God,
You never been to 7-Eleven with Dr. Carr.
Never. I ain't trying to be
Somebody
funny.
chime
Never.
in. Let me see.
No, you call. Go ahead.
Donald Ford. Did you ever go to 7-Eleven?
Take your
Hey, look,
time.
with before here,
Bryson, take your time.
is Tree on here? I know Tree.
Bryson, we know what?
Tree used to get a cup of fucking
Bryson,
chili and cheese.
That's you and Tree. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I never been the same level with
Days
Dr.
y'all go.
Man,
I
you
go
never
on
tell.
Sunday morning, man.
Bryson,
So y'all should go on Saturday. We should go on Sunday.
And the
used to go on
food supply
Sunday
was
morning.
limited at that
Hey,
time.
Bryson, I'm telling you real talk.
Oh, you can get one
Dr.
hot
Carr
dog.
never took us
Chicken
to
Sunday
wings.
morning.
Some
that-
of us picking you up.
I don't
Pick
understand
you
that
up.
I ain't
language.
never go to
That's-
7-Eleven.
That's like speaking. That's like speaking.
Yeah, I don't get that. We never no.
7-Eleven?
I swear to goodness, man. That 7-Eleven
I
shit,
swear
man.
on my life.
Maybe forgave it.
No, you can swing your life all you want. I'm saying I never been the
Okay,
7-Eleven.
I think y'all lunch.
With Dr. Carr, I never. We
Y'all
never.
7-Eleven
We never
niggas
the
ain't none of
7-Eleven.
y'all 7-Eleven niggas go to Georgetown.
Yeah, we never. Yeah, we.
Was he getting y'all away from Georgetown? The 7-Eleven dudes. They
Hey,
y'all away
hey,
from Georgetown.
They
We
gave
was
him a
saying,
hit. They gave him a hit
we
right
closing
back.
out.
What's my
We
record
closing
against
out.
you? What's my record against you?
1 and 2.
What's my record against you?
We gonna be there.
Hey, we ain't go to 7-Eleven, though, Bryce. I don't know the fuck you talking about.
Oh no,
We
so-
close
Everybody
out.
chime in, man.
Hey,
Hey,
no,
somebody
no,
can
hey.
help me on this shit.
Off the
Hold up.
real talk, man. We got my man Anthony Tucker. We ain't seen my man in a while. One of the best high school players I've ever seen play basketball.
You
in my
still ain't
eyes,
found a
man.
7-Eleven in that joint.
Bottom
Man,
line,
we was
man.
getting glizzies, man.
And great conversations with everybody, man. Anthony Tucker, man. Bad motherfucker in that 87 class, man.
Yeah.
With Dylan Scott and all them dudes all around the country. Bottom line, this motherfucker was a bad boy, man. And appreciate you coming out tonight to
Appreciate you,
support our show,
Thank you
man.
so much, man.
My motherfucker,
Thank y'all for
man.
having
Boy,
me.
love,
Hey,
man.
go,
Thank
hey,
y'all.
hey, goes along with the greats, man. That second half of the draft of the Red Cup gonna be mean,
It's
man.
gonna be crazy.
Gonna be
David
crazy.
Davis,
Gonna be
gonna be
crazy,
crazy.
man. So,
Hoyas.
All
we
these
signing
Hoyas.
out, man. We
Man,
out, man.
we
Peace
only
out.